Hi,
for finally
Tyler.
fixing
Or
that.
hi, Camden. Sorry, he just whines like you, so.
Wow, really? That's where we want to go. Okay. Man, if only John had the balls to bet directly on the Browns spread, then he would have actually cashed out.
I did. I
No, you
separated it.
didn't.
Yes,
No,
I
you
did.
didn't.
I
No,
separated
you
it. I'll send
didn't.
the
No, you
slip.
didn't.
How much is sending the slip? How much is sending the slip?
$500
Okay,
that you didn't
sending
bet
right now.
straight up.
Sending right now.
Send me the straight up slip.
Not money line. Plus 8.5.
Send me the Browns straight up that you bet.
Got you.
Shit.
500's crazy, bro.
There's no way you actually. I'm not sending you that. Did you actually bet him straight up?
Yes, I did. I'm looking for it right now.
No
Wait, what did he bet?
way.
You don't have to actually send me 500.
He bet the Browns spread straight up.
Plus 8.5. It's a lot of points. How many times I gotta tell you that?
So are you going to take the Browns spread again against us this week?
No. We're at home. I probably would if we were away. I probably would. 8.5's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
8.5's just right, dude.
I will say though, like Bills at home against the Saints.
Did you guys see that spread?
It's too many points.
16.5.
Give me the Saints. Too many points.
Yikes.
But like,
that's a lot of points.
John, the
I don't know,
Seahawks just did it to him.
I know, but they ain't doing that twice.
Dude, first chatter, Brian goes, "How about them Lions, dude? Let's go." What a game,
guys,
man.
I have been on TikTok for like the last 3 hours, just kind of on and off, doing stuff around the house and just kind of chilling. But dude, the amount of TikToks of people breaking down just how big of a win this was and how important it was and just how like just everything about it, right? Like you look at the Ravens, you look at the division they're in, like they're 100% they're shooting for a first. Like there's no way. The 1 and 2 doesn't even matter. Even if they go 1 and 3, even if they lose to the Chiefs, which they should not. They should be at least 2 and 2. Like this game mattered so much more to us, right? In our division alone, right? We've lost like 8 coaches, right? One of them is in our division. Right. Then we have the Vikings that were in the playoffs last year. Right. We have the Packers who are amazing, who obviously had a great. I mean, luckily they lost to the Browns. But dude, this was such an important win for us.
Yeah.
And dude, on the road against one of the best teams, arguably on paper, in the NFL.
2 95-yard drives.
Campbell.
Pretty sure that hasn't happened since I think it was 2001.
Dan Campbell. 12 and 2 in primetime games. And dude, people are just attesting, just hit like, bro, like and maybe not everyone, because a lot of these people are just like random TikTokers that are like pulling up random stats and stuff like that. Like these guys aren't like analysts or anything like that, but they're just Lions fans and they're just saying like, dude, this was such a big win. And Dan Campbell's the GOAT, dude. I think he's so good. He's such a good coach. We were prepped.
I tell you, you said somebody earlier said bear down.
Yeah, it was like right when the stream started.
All right, fellas, repeat after me with the same energy, okay?
Okay.
Same energy that I'm bringing. All right.
Okay.
Good, better, best.
Good, better, best.
Good, better, best.
Hi. Go. Let's try again. Okay. Good, better, best.
Good, better, best.
Good, better, best.
Never let it rest.
Never let it rest.
Until your good gets better.
Until your good gets better.
And your better gets best.
And your better gets best. That's Ben Johnson,
Bears on
baby.
3. 1, 2, 3, Bears.
Absolutely not. Never.
Ben Johnson.
Dude,
I didn't hate that.
Though. That was so awesome.
Yeah, I didn't hate that. I thought that was a good post-game breakdown.
I'd like to congratulate the Chicago Bears on their first win of the season and Ben Johnson's first win as a head coach.
Didn't look good.
GG's.
I think that game goes completely different if his name's escaping me. The running back, the Cowboys running back, Javonte Williams. Thank you. Doesn't get the ball stripped right out of his hands.
Great play. I mean, it's a great play though by the defender.
Bro, I haven't seen a fumble like that ever. I don't think where the guy just goes. Oh, let me just...
I feel like Peanut Tillman. He was always punching it, but I feel like he did. He probably stole a couple.
Yeah, that was wild, bro.
Back for the Bears. Guys, we have a lot to talk about.
We have a lot to talk about.
Blevins Bros Sports Show brought to you, powered by Underdog. Play $5, get $50 matched. Use code Blevins Bros. We'll do our segment later. Hey, we are actually going to do a competition towards the end of the show. So stay tuned. Look out. Decide which Blevins Bro you want to tail in a three pick play.
I don't want to call. Hey, this is not about calling my brothers out. But of the prop parlay we did last week, only one of the legs hit. I'll let y'all guess whose leg it was.
How far was mine? Mine was like 6 yards away.
JMO, I think he needed 6 more.
6 more, yeah.
What was,
You know,
what was mine? I don't even know. Oh, yeah.
Yours was a Josh Jacobs study.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, they are ass and scored 1 touchdown.
And I had
against the
A-Chain over
Browns.
5.5 receptions. He got 7.
He had
Yeah, that was a great
5 in the first half.
Yeah.
6, they took one away, and then he got a couple more later.
I got a juicer this week, dude, that I really think should be everywhere. I'll let you guys know when I say it.
We will be monitoring the Tigers right now, who are down 2-1. They just got out of the inning. They're up to bat, no outs. Ball in play.
Yeah, no.
It's basically playoffs already. It's a pop out. 1 out.
Yeah, we're terrible. Well, we're not winning.
We'll
this
be
game.
fine. We'll be fine. A lot of ball game left. Let's talk about that Lions Ravens game. Ty, you already started sharing a little bit about it. I have a different take. I have a different take than you guys, so I'll go last.
Okay.
Thoughts in general on Lions Ravens? Big win.
Yeah.
Big win for the table, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like what I was thinking of from a Lions perspective, the Ravens kind of were our boogeyman in so many different ways. Like if you look at the things that the Lions in the recent past, like the last 3 years, have really struggled with. They've struggled with MVP quarterbacks. They've struggled with mobile quarterbacks. They've struggled with physical in-your-face defenses. And so my favorite part about this was just the discipline. The discipline, like when you watch bad football, right? And we got a lot of bad football on Sunday that we had to watch. Like watching what happened Monday night, the discipline on both sides of the ball, right? Obviously a little bit less from the Ravens defense, but the Ravens offense was still pretty disciplined throughout most of the game. Dude, and just the discipline on the Lions. Dude, the run blockers opening up their gaps, the runners hitting the gaps, the receivers not dropping ball. Jared Goff has the least amount of drop balls this year from his receivers. Like, he's the opposite of Trevor Lawrence right now.
I go.
Like, just when you think about all those things, just it adds up when you play football disciplined and everyone does their job. It just looks good. It ends in 98-yard drive touchdowns that take 18 plays. Like, that's just discipline. It's good discipline. It's good coaching. It's good football. And I think that was my favorite part, John. Like, if we can beat the Ravens, we can beat anyone.
Absolutely.
Full stop. So
Dude, let me tell you.
Go ahead, Ty.
Let me tell you something, dude. All right. And this is why I know ball. And I love that I caught this. Several times on 3rd down and short, like 3rd and 1, 2nd and 1, 4th and whatever. We set up that 4th and 2 pass to Amon-Ra, by the way. We set that up.
Oh, all game.
We laid the groundwork all game. Every single time we lined up in the exact same formation on like 3rd and 1, you had Amon-Ra on the right side, tight right side, right? And every time he would back up, come across, and then block. Every time. Like three or four different plays. And Humphrey saw that every single time. And then and Jared apparently at the end he wanted to keep running that, right? In his interview, he kept talking about how he wanted to run it. He wanted to run that play. He's like, come on, Dan, let's run the play. And he goes, not yet. 4th and 2, game on the line. They've already set it up. And you can see it. And Humphrey grabbed him because he had no idea it was coming.
Right.
So there was already a holding call to begin with.
Right, because he thought it was a run.
Yes, dude. And Amon-Ra did the exact same thing. He lined up in the exact same spot. He went inward, did a little block, and then immediately goes out, dude. Oh my God, it was beautiful. To be able to set up, think of like all the things that are happening in a football game at the same time, right? Like all the nuances that are happening. And the entire time, in this entire game, you're setting a trap. You're setting a trap in 4 quarters for a moment like this. That next level thinking, dude, if we can stay healthy, if we can just stay healthy, dude, I think, dude, again, we can beat any team. And what a blessing, dude. What a blessing that the Packers lost the Browns. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Yeah,
that was
Packers fans.
That was lucky.
So a couple things. First, that you're right, Ty. That's exactly what happened. We do that all the time. We don't just do that during one game. We do that in our division all year. Like, and everyone was giving. Oh my gosh, man! Light, holy.
Yeah, that just changed colors.
Changed colors randomly. Like we would run plays against the Bears and the Packers and the Vikings game 1 when we played them, and set a play up for the next time we play them. And that's not, a lot of people thought that was Ben Johnson. It's not. That's Dan Campbell. It's Dan Campbell coaching. He has already shown that he is the leader on that team. I already knew that. The Packers game worried me a little bit, but even then I was like, I think we'll be fine. My hot take, I don't think it was that big of a win. Like I thought we were going to win. I knew we could win. And it was an AFC. It's very similar to, like, think about the Packers, right? They lost to the Browns. That's the best loss the Packers could have had on their schedule. AFC team, non-division, road game. Like, it really doesn't matter for the Packers. It's not going to matter in the long run, right? And that would have been the same for us. If we would have lost that game to the Ravens, we got big games coming up. We got some games against the NFC Bucks coming up. We got the Eagles. We've got 5 or 4 more division games. So I like, as much as I'm happy we won, as much as from a fan perspective, I thought it was a huge game. One of the best regular season games I've ever watched as a Lions fan. So don't get me wrong. I loved it. I don't think that this team already knew we could win. Nobody on the team needed to beat the Ravens for their confidence to go up. Like that, they already knew who they were. The only people who are learning are the people who thought that we were taking a step back and our window was closed. Those are that's why you're seeing all this stuff on social media,
right?
From all these, even Pat McAfee, like, oh, the old Lions are back. No, they weren't anywhere. They played one bad game on the road against Green Bay. They blew out the Bears, a division opponent. They weren't gone. Window wasn't closed.
Right.
It's open. It stays open. So again, I love it. I was on cloud 9. That was already ruined by the Tigers yesterday and so far today. But let's go face the Browns. Let's go get the Browns.
Let's get them, dude. Let's eat them up.
By the way, when did you think during that game? Because I put money on the game, and I think you did too pregame, Ty. I don't know if that was just a fun bet.
$250 on the Lions money line that paid out $3,750. Yeah.
Which is crazy because you laughed at me when I said the Lions could win this game.
It's also crazy because 5 minutes into the game, you're like, "That's game."
I thought it was over. I was thinking about cashing out, dude.
We did say that.
Well, we scored. They scored. We punted. I was like, "Nah, GG. There it is, dude."
What were you gonna ask, John?
I was gonna, like, at what point in that game did you think that we were gonna win?
The punch out, the Derrick Henry, Aiden Hutchinson punch out. I was like, game. But I felt confident. Yeah. I felt confident after the second 90-yard drive. I was just like, look, Lamar can do it.
When Monty busted out, right? When Monty busted out.
Yes.
And that
I was like, look, Lamar can totally do this. If any quarterback can break my heart tonight, it's Lamar and this Baltimore Ravens offense. But like,
so frustrated.
But I was like, but even if we have 30 seconds left, I think we could go do something too. So,
yeah, dude, the frustration on Lamar's face was just everywhere, right? It was
great. And dude, that was Shepard, dude. He called a great defensive game.
He did.
So that dude, okay, so another like, dude, the preparation. I watched like several slow motion clips of us like tackling Lamar in open field, and it was like a side by side of mistakes that some of the Bills players made against him, and like flashbacks to us like 2 years ago or when we were in Vegas playing against them, and how we approached tackling Lamar. And he's like, dude, the Lions went in and they had rules when they play. Like, there were rules to tackling Lamar. And dude, every one of our players followed those rules. It was like, never go down. Number one, like, never like dive for him. You don't dive for Lamar.
Yeah.
That was number one. Number two, always approach him. Don't ever stop going near him. Always move forward. And then number 3 is like, don't follow any of his jukes. Like, just keep him in front of you and slow down. Cause like, that's what he wants to juke. And the amount of times you would just see our guy like do like just like kind of walking at him almost, and then like Lamar would like, oh, he's not, I can't juke him, he's not diving at me. Lamar would do like a spin, and then boom, there's another one of us just sitting there like, and then we would just kind of like get him into a corner and tackle him. It happened like 4 times. I mean, we sacked him 7, which is the most he's ever been sacked in his career, by the way.
Absolute. Yeah, it was awesome, and the relentless effort by the defense and the defensive line and the linebackers. Who, like, I mean, Muhammad was 5 yards away from Lamar in the backfield as Lamar's scrambling around, turns around and keeps rushing, and chasing him and grabs him and gets him down. For some of them were a sack, some of them for a 1 or 2 yard gain by Lamar. Hutch's punch out. He was out of the play. He sprints back into the play and punches the ball out. Like, didn't give up on the play. It was huge. It was huge. I was confident
Gives me faith in mobile quarterbacks, by the way, now that we know how to, like, if we could tackle Lamar, if we could sack Lamar 7 times, if we go into a game plan against any mobile quarterback, if we play Jaden Daniels the second time, healthy with a healthy defense, like, we're not going to get ran on.
Yeah,
for
we
70
see
yards.
them. We see them in like week 11.
Yeah.
McNeil might be back for that game, by the way. We still are missing one of our best linemen, and
Right.
Aleem McNeil. He'll be back this season, and Pascal will be back at some point this season too. So Lions are getting healthier on the D line, and so far have done a good job or been lucky to avoid injuries. So yeah, that 98-yard drive, the first one, that's when my confidence skyrocketed. I was like, yeah, we can win. Like I already knew we could, but at that point, I was like, I think even after they scored after, I was like, that was amazing.
Yeah,
the O-line. I mean, some of the PFF grades are some of the highest of all time.
Sewell was the highest graded tackle of the weekend.
Yeah. Which is fun.
He had like a 98.3.
Yeah, favorite player on the team. So it's a fun game, big game at home against Cleveland to go 3-1. And by the way, let's just stay on Lions for a second here, and we'll talk about their Cleveland game in a little bit. All of a sudden, that Lions schedule looks pretty daunting. I think all of us said preseason if we start 2-2, that'd be a good start.
Dude, it was like the third hardest schedule behind like the Giants and one other team.
Yep. Now we get Browns at home, and I think we'll talk about it later. Then we get the Bengals without Joe Burrow, and we just saw what the Vikings defense did to them. Then we get the Chiefs without Rashee Rice. I mean, I think those are three potential wins.
Winnable
right
games. Yeah.
And then we have the Bucs at home on Monday Night Football. We'll see if Mike Evans is back for that or not. That'll be a tough one, but we're at home. And then we have a big game against the Lions and Commanders. I mean, it's a perfect. I'm sorry, my bad. The Vikings and the Commanders. So just these games are really important in my opinion. The Browns, Bengals, Chiefs, Bucs. Because if you can win 3 of those 4 before you have to play Vikings, Commanders, Eagles, that'll be nice. That'll be nice. All right, go Lions.
Bro.
Go Every single person that laughed when I picked them last week, eat. All right, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go. Tyler, I want you to catch everybody up, dude.
All right.
You've started a little beef with the Philadelphia Eagles fans. I think it started out with you calling them boring a week or 2 ago, and then I saw a couple of videos. But I was watching my kids' football game, so I couldn't really see what was happening. But I saw that you were blowing up. I think in the middle of the game, the Rams Eagles game, and then I think you apologize. Tell us what's going on with you and Eagles fans, and are you back in their good graces after that apology?
Listen, dude, the Eagles are my number one when we're doing our power ranking. I have to put them up there, and I stand by what I say when I think that they have a very boring team to watch, unless they are down. Because when they're down, they have to throw the ball. And it just goes to show that their game plan it is not a flashy offense. It is not a fun way to win, but they ground and pound with little screens and runs with Saquon and tush pushing until they win the game.
Yeah.
And Jalen doesn't throw interceptions because he doesn't throw the ball. That's how they play when they're winning.
It was one of my best tweets of the weekend, and didn't get a lot of traction because I don't have a lot of super active followers that care about my football takes. But I tweeted, I was just like, dude, they have Emmanuel Forbes, their backup cornerback, on AJ Brown on the perimeter. I was like, all they need to do is throw it up. Literally, Emmanuel Forbes is 5'6", and AJ Brown is 6'4", all of 6'3", I think, and he's got 40 pounds on Forbes. Sure enough, they just started throwing it up to Brown, and the offense looks pretty good. If they're gonna attack heavy boxes, I just don't understand that when they've got the skill players that they have.
Yeah, I mean, again, if it no chance of throwing the ball over, well, turning an interception if you're not throwing the ball, and that's just the way they play. And again, I will tune into Eagles games when they're losing, because then it's gonna be fun.
So are you back in their good graces after the apology TikTok, or is it still just a ton of hate from Eagles fans on social media?
Oh, I haven't seen any crazy. A lot of what are you gonna say now? A lot of people that don't keep the Eagles out your mouth, stuff like that. But there's also a bunch of people that were like, oh my god, LOL. They saw my response where I called Jalen Hurts my father, and yeah, people were like, all right, that's funny, nice, respect, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, dude, it's I had to see it.
The amount of people in my stream on Monday that were like, Tyler called Jalen Hurts his daddy.
I don't take back anything that
Dude,
I said about
I
my
will
assessments
say
of
I
their
felt a
offense.
lot better. I felt a lot better about his comments when our team came out and looked fun as heck on Monday night. By the
Same.
way,
Same.
fourth most watched Monday night game of all time.
Really?
Yeah, dude, the Lions in prime time are, I mean, the world watches. They're fun to watch. That's just all there is to it. Also, the two losses, I believe Dan Campbell is something like 12-2 on prime time
Yeah,
with the
that
Lions.
sounds that
Yeah, I
sounds
said
right.
that.
One of the losses was his second game ever as a coach when I think we started 1-6. And the other one was the Sunday night or Monday night game we went to where Taylor Decker reported as eligible and they said he didn't. And we won that game.
The Cowboys game?
Yeah. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Should have won that.
That Cowboys game was so annoying.
Yep.
All right, guys. Week 3
Yeah.
is done. By the way, it's just going too fast. It's going too fast.
I know.
I like go back. Take me back to week 1. Except not our game though. What surprised you guys most week 3? Been asking you this every week so far.
Mine's
Yeah.
What's the
negative
biggest
this week.
surprise to you?
My week 3 biggest surprise was the Falcons offense.
Oh yeah.
If
Dude,
you go back and watch that game, dude, Penix looked awful. So they could barely run against a bad Panthers defense. Like this Panthers defense isn't good against the pass or the run, and they couldn't do either. Penix was inaccurate. Like it seems like if he's not throwing it 30 yards down the field, he's got a check down. So he's either bombing the ball or trying to get to a check down, and that got him in trouble on the pick 6. One of the Panthers defenders.
So like Russell Wilson on the Giants.
Oh, we can talk about that later. But guys, listen to how inaccurate he is in the intermediate part of the field, right? So like think like 10 to 20 air yards. Okay, he went 4 for 16. 4 for 16. You'd have to go back. You'd have to probably go back for Jared Goff's last 13 games to find 12 incompletion. Like what?
Yeah.
4 for 16 on intermediate throws, and it's just like. Think about like preseason. I was hyping up Drake London. I was like, "Oh, dude, Drake London could be the #1 fantasy receiver this year." And now I'm just like, "But not if Penix is gonna play like this."
Hope you didn't draft Drake London.
So
I did draft Drake London.
my biggest surprise this week was the Falcons offense, and not in a good way.
Ty?
Yeah. So just to go off of what Chris said real quick. So for those of you guys who don't know how bad of a game this was, statistically and from like a coaching perspective and from a player perspective, like you look at this game and you would be like, oh, the Falcons won. And let me just give you the stats. I sent this in our group chat. Chat, I'm gonna ask you guys this too, and you guys please help me out with this. Who had more passing yards, you guys, the Falcons or the Panthers?
Well, now that you're asking this question, I'm gonna guess the answer is the Falcons.
Falcons.
Yeah, 201 passing yards from the Falcons, 114 from the Panthers. How many rushing yards did the Falcons have, or who had the most rushing yards, Falcons or Panthers?
I'm gonna say Bijan. Bijan had like 60, right?
Yep, 131 rushing yards for the Falcons. Panthers 110. Who averaged more yards per play?
Falcons.
Yeah, Falcons had 5 yards per play. Panthers had 4.1. Who had more first downs?
I'm guessing it's the Falcons.
Guys, the Panthers won 30-0. Who had more first downs? Falcons had 17 first downs.
Was it 30 or 20-0?
It was 30-0.
Wait, so how many
God.
defensive scores did the Panthers get?
They both teams punted 3 times. There were 2 interceptions thrown from the Falcons. I think they were both pick sixes, and then 1 fumble lost. So, dude, it is astonishing to see 30-0 when the Falcons led in every single offensive category, except for fourth down efficiency. The Panthers were 2 for 2. Falcons are 0 for 3. So, Falcons, that's a big one. I just wanted to point that out with what Chris said. Piggyback off that. That was an alarming loss, and like it needs to be studied.
Do you have red zone efficiency there in front of you?
I have third down efficiency.
Or red zone trips?
No, and that's on this.
I didn't get to watch that game, but I'm curious how many times the Falcons got into the red zone.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So mine has to be the Packers-Browns game is probably what surprised me the most. That and then I'm going to tie that up with the Texans, dude. Chris, I think this is about time we stop blaming or like putting only the blame on the offensive line of the Texans, because when he does have time to throw, dude, CJ Stroud is not looking good.
Yeah,
He's
he does.
not. He's
He does
missing
not look
throws.
like his rookie year.
He does not. It's not even close. It's this, this is past his sophomore year. Terrible regression. I have no idea what's happening. The Texans are horrifying me. I mean, this team we thought they were going to be playoffs again. What, 9 wins, 10 wins, like winning the division.
All right, we thought that would be enough to win the AFC South.
Yeah, and it's not looking good at all. Yeah. So the Texans for me is I'm very let down, very alarmed, and obviously the Browns beating the Packers, just phenomenal. I mean, great for us, right? Because that game was just
It was good for us.
It was just so bad to watch too. I mean, an absolute snooze fest, which is what you're always going to get with the Browns game right now. Joe Flacco at QB, 40 years old. Nothing flashy is really going to happen. And the Browns have one of the best defenses in the league. So, like, it's always going to be a low-scoring game. By the way, the fact that I have not put my entire house on the under of every Browns game so far, I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh my
Besides
God,
the Ravens
their
game, besides
defensive line.
Browns.
It reminds me of the Ravens defensive line a few years ago. Like,
it's just untouchable.
They just got dogs, and now Graham, the rookie tackle, he's playing super physical. And Ty, I have a fun stat for you with your Texans take for your biggest surprise. First team in NFL history. This is how bad the Texans offense is, guys. First time in NFL history to allow less than 55 points through 3 games and be 0-3. Like,
yeah, man.
That just tells you like their defense is so good and their offense is not. They should be 3-0 with those defensive numbers they're putting up.
Right. So, and honestly, like looking at all of the games, honestly, I pretty much predicted a lot of them. So, like in my head, and the Vikings Bengals, but backup. That just shows to show. I think the Vikings are just much better coached and more prepared.
Yeah, their defense is the Vikings defense is very for real.
Yeah, that too. So yeah, a lot of surprises this week, to be honest. So,
all right, here's mine. Here's my week 3 surprise, dude. My week 3 surprise is, well, I'm gonna say what I said it was, but I'm less surprised now when I look back at all 3 games in context. My biggest surprise to me was that the Bucs nearly lost to the Jets and only won 29-27. You guys know I like the Jets. I love Aaron Glenn. I think that he's the right guy for the job. The beginning of their season right now reminds me a lot of Dan Campbell's beginning of the Lions when he started 1-6 and they were kind of fighting tooth and nail every game, and you were starting to get their identity, but you're like, man, are they going to start winning? Then I look at the Bucs though, and they beat the Falcons by 3 in a game they very could have easily lost week 1, and we just saw the Falcons lose to the Panthers 30-0.
Well, the Bucs had won their last 3 games in the last minute.
By 3 points or less, 3-2 and 1.
In the last minute of the game, they won the game.
They beat the Texans, and we've seen what the Texans look like. And then they beat the Jets. We've seen what the Jets look like. So I think I was going to say my biggest surprise was the Jets almost winning, but I think my biggest surprise is that the Bucs are 3-0.
Really?
I love Baker. I love a lot of those guys on that team, on the O-line, on the D-line. I know they've got some injuries, especially now with Mike Evans as well. Godwin not back yet. Ibuka was dealing with something as well.
No, he's a dog, bro.
I love Bucky Irving. Ibuka's a beast. He's a beast.
Ibuka's a problem
already.
And so I'm not saying I think that the Bucs are bad or that they're not going to be a playoff team or win that division. I think they are all those things. They'll win the division. I think they're good, but I don't think they're as dominant as a lot of people are saying that they are.
Dude,
right
these games are by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah,
and
3-2 and 1.
They don't have their 3 of their best offensive linemen are injured right now.
Right.
So they're playing amazing, but they're scraping by right now.
Yep. But if you're a Bucs fan, like you could be 0-3, you could be 2-1, you could be 1-2. You're 3-0.
Right.
So like you're only going to get healthier
without Tristan Wirfs, without Godwin, without their best guard is out for the season too. I forget his name.
Yep.
The one that looks awesome. He looks like a hillbilly.
We have Eagles Bucs Sunday at noon, so that's going to be fun. And Godwin is practicing this week. Who's the Sunday night game this week?
It's
the Jets Dolphins.
No, there's 2 Monday night games.
Monday. Packers Cowboys is at 7:00.
Packers Cowboys.
Packers Cowboys. Which before the season.
Before the season, before the trade even. But dude, can I just say, like, can we start flexing by week 2? Like, please. Both Monday night games are awful.
Bengals.
We just had to watch the Chiefs
Well,
and the freaking Giants.
week
Like,
week 4 is kind of weak,
come on.
JB. You saw my text. There's like a couple games I'm really excited for, but not a lot.
I mean,
yeah, I'm
Colts,
excited
Rams,
for more than you, but
well, there's some good games here, dude. That Titans Texans game. Listen, there's actually a lot of great games here, CB. Once you really look at it, Chris, I want you to take a step back. Once you really look at these games, dude, that Commanders Falcons game, that's going to be a really big game, right? Is Jaden back? If he's not, is Mariota? Can Mariota lead again? Is Penix like? There's a lot on the line for a lot of these games, right? Like I know that the Chargers Giants, like that, again, we're going to get into all these, but like Titans Texans are struggling right now, and Cam Ward like has had flashes of looking good. If they can get like even a couple points, I mean, anyone can be the Texans right now like that. So like there are a lot of like, highly implicated games this week. Yeah, I mean they might not be flashy, but like
I'm excited for
know.
some. I'm excited for
I'm
some.
excited.
Especially, I'm excited for Jags Niners.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that. Yeah,
Oh baby,
I'll be watching
I
the
can't
Colts
wait.
Rams game.
I
and
am
then the
excited for
Bears
that one,
Raiders.
John. I in my other dynasty league, I traded for BTJ. I bought low, so I have a 22-year-old
gosh.
potential all-star now to pair with Malik Neighbors on my team.
There you
Oh my
go.
god.
Now you just need
Oh
a
my
quarterback for
God.
both of them. Okay, so let's do our touchdown turnover touchback. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, if you're watching Buzzsprout
So
Sports
excited for
Show
this.
powered by Underdog, play 5, get $50 match. Use code Blevins Bros. We're going to be sharing a pick later. Each of us are going to do a three-leg pick, and you can let us know who you're going to be tailing or whose bet you think is going to hit. Let us know. We'll do that towards the end here when we do our bets. Touchdown, turnover, touchback. For those who are new, touchdown
Can't wait
is
for
an
mine.
award we give out for a player, coach, team, offensive group, whatever you want. Turnover is, who just was awful, what looked bad. And a touchback, just boring. What was boring? Tyler always says Eagles offense. He's probably not going to say that this week. So
Not today.
Not today. So touchdown, turnover, touchback. Take us away, Chris.
All right, guys. So I got a fun one for you guys today. All right. The Blev Roast Sports Show, powered by Underdog. My touchdown, touchback, and turnover. My touchdown goes to 4 journeyman quarterbacks who have been on multiple teams. Just, you know what? No, let's go 5. Let's go 5.
He's giving out 5 awards.
Let's go 5.
5.
Give me my touchdown to Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, Mac Jones, Daniel Jones, and Carson Wentz. This group went 5-0 this weekend. Okay. Dude, there's something to these players. These first round picks who get abandoned by terrible coaches and then just turn it around. Dude, Sam Darnold is like 3rd in EPA. Daniel Jones is 1st in the NFL in EPA among all quarterbacks this season. Mac Jones goes 2-0, subbing in, for Brock Purdy. Baker Mayfield, Cleveland, the Rams. Now he's here in Tampa, leading this team to 3-0. And you already know Sam Darnold takes the Vikings to 14-3 last year, abandoned by so many teams, abandoned by the Vikings after he does this, and then goes to Seattle, and he looks great. So my touchdown of the week goes to those journeyman quarterbacks. Keep it up, man. It's fun to watch. My touchback.
Did you leave? Hold on. Did you leave Carson Wentz out of that?
Oh no, I added Carson Wentz at the end, but I didn't plan on saying him.
Okay.
I did that the last second.
Okay.
My touchback this week, guys, just boring. They had to make a switch. It goes to Russell Wilson, man. I watched that whole game, obviously, right? Because it was Sunday Night Football, and
Good answer.
It was force fed to us.
And dude, this
Good answer.
Russell Wilson is it just feels bad. He gets my touchback. Like, if you watch a couple of those red zone opportunities, he doesn't even give his guys a chance. Just throw the ball up to Malik. Like, just throws it out of the end zone on 4th down in the.
It was actually every time, Chris. It was all 3 of his passes were
Good
uncatchable.
riddance. Goodbye. I cannot wait to watch Dart. You get my touchback this week, Russ, and I wish you all the best, man. I hope I don't ever have to watch you play football again.
Dang.
And then my turnover this weekend, boys. We already mentioned the Falcons offense. So I'm going to give the Falcons a little break here on my turnover. And I'm going to give it to the Patriots offense. I watched every single snap of this Patriots-Steelers game, and the Patriots destroyed them. They were better running. They were better passing. And they gave this game to the Steelers with 5 offensive turnover. Ramondre Stevenson fumbles it on the 1-yard line, gives it to the Steelers. So, like, literally on the end zone. They're about to score. Drake May, ball gets tipped at the line at the 1-yard line, picked off in the end zone. So they had 2 end zone turnovers. And then Stevenson had another fumble. Gibson had a fumble. And Drake May had a fumble to go with that
4
interception. 5 turnovers, 4 fumbles. Dude, just protect the football, man. We talked about discipline. We talk about complementary football. Like, really lack of, like, just undisciplined play, giving the Steelers the win there. And I thought the Patriots played really well besides those turnovers.
Love it. Love it.
Absolutely.
Still not sold on Drake May.
He's great. He's like the 5th ranked quarterback this year so far. And he's the number 1 quarterback in open windows.
Chris, Jeremy's calling you out, by the way, because you gave awards out to 5 journeyman quarterbacks and you left out Jared Goff.
Jared Goff is not a journeyman. He's been on 2 teams. He's been on 2 teams.
He was abandoned. He was abandoned.
No. You got to be at least on 3. 3 minimum. 3 minimum. Nope, doesn't count. Goff's amazing.
There you go. Chris makes up his own rules. All right, Ty, your turn, dude.
I always do these off the cuff, man. Obviously I watch a lot of these games and I know which ones I want to say, but there were a lot of boring games that were on besides like the Chiefs Giants. I'm not going to touch that one. Honestly, I'm going to have to go with, we'll start with touchdown. I'm going to have to give it to Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions because John, whereas you think that we should have won this game, but of course we were going to win this game, blah, blah, blah. I disagree. I think that this game just went to this showed so much about the Lions team and how we didn't beat the Ravens with Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn, right? And here we are with brand new coaches, defensive coordinators, offensive coordinators, new staff, and we go in there prepared, right, with the game plan, and we executed flawlessly. So, like, I honestly think out of every win that I'm looking at, this was a coached and game prepped win, and it gets my touchdown. My touch back is going to go to the Cowboys. Boring. Dallas, who even is a fan of that team anymore? People have been complaining for years, and now they let go of Micah Parsons, who's doing incredible on Green Bay. They have absolutely no defensive stars that are doing anything, right? And they let the Bears put up 31 points against them, and give up their first win. And now CeeDee's hurt. And by the way, CeeDee's been hurt a lot lately. Also, he was having a lot of issues towards the end of the year last year as well. So maybe he's having trouble staying healthy. It also kind of looks like it doesn't kind of look like there was a lot of times CeeDee, I think this was against the Eagles, where he was like dropping balls because he was about to get contact. I want to say that was CeeDee week 1.
No, he had one like that, I think. Yeah.
He had a couple. There were a couple where he won when he took the eye off. Anyways, I digress. The touchback goes to the Cowboys. I mean, their games are yawn snooze fest, man. And my turnover is gonna have to go to the Falcons. I think that might have been one of the most abysmal losses to arguably one of the worst defenses in the league, and one of the worst teams in the league right now. There's definitely like bottom 5 is the Carolina Panthers, and you don't even get a touchdown, let alone a field goal. Also, you let go of your kicker, and you're now having issues with kicking, right? And Younghoe Koo is just literally freaking partying right now and celebrating, watching your team struggle, I imagine. So,
yeah, Ty,
I love just reading chat, by the way. JB, don't let him talk like this.
I want to. So, I always, because it's like a special segment, I always want to let you finish, Ty, but I wanted to add on to that Cowboys. The Athletic does this fun thing with their podcast where they do something called Monday mornings, and they have fans morning, and and they have fans call in and leave voicemails, and they just play their 3 favorite every week. And one of them was a Cowboys fan, and he just goes, the voicemail starts, and he's just like, "I hate myself." He's like, I hate myself. I hate this team. He's like, Jerry Jones is a clown. This whole organization is a clown. Dude. And by the end of this voicemail, I'm like feeling his pain, dude.
Dude, I mean, bro, Dude, that picture that Nick Mertz tweets of Tim, where it's Tim in like his cowboy jersey, and then just it's like clown makeup
Yeah.
on. Dude, that's
It's
how
so
it
good.
feels, man.
I
That's
just
how
want
it
to say there's a
feels.
lot of people talking smack about the Tigers, and rightfully so, as the Guardians complete this crazy comeback. But the Tigers do have one on with no outs, and they're a home run away from tying this game. So
Yeah,
just
it's
let
not
you know,
happening.
a lot of ball game left, as I like to say. All right, guys, you're gonna freak out about my turnover, I think, but I don't know if you saw it or not. But if you see it, you're gonna agree with me. So we'll get to it. My touchdown is going to the Lions' offensive line, who was our
Big
biggest
boys.
question mark going into the season. For me, it was the biggest question mark. For a lot of non-Lions watchers, our biggest question mark was our coordinators. I wasn't worried
Not
about
me.
that. I trust Dan Campbell, but I was worried about our own line. Losing Frank Ragnow at center when he retired early because he just brutal injuries. Losing Zeitler
Brutal.
was big. But I trust Brad Holmes. I was hopeful they could get it done. They looked really bad against Green Bay week 1. They've been elite. They've been top 3, top 4, top 5 the last 2 weeks. They had the Lions against Baltimore on the road, 224 rushing yards, 0 sacks allowed. If I would have told you before the game started, one of the quarterbacks is going to get sacked 7 times tonight, how much money would you have put on it being Jared Goff?
$1,000.
You would have like
$1,000.
a lot. Like I would have put a lot on it. I didn't think that they were going to sack him 7 times, but like if you told me somebody was getting sacked 7 times, I'm going to tell you right now it's Jared Goff. So that's insane. I want to give a huge shout out as part of my turnover. I want to give a shout out. I'll do it after. So my turnover is Jamar Chase. I don't know if you guys saw a play against the Vikings, but they throw it. I forget who had the ball. Somebody on the Bengals catches it, and Jamar Chase literally stands up and slides out of the way instead of blocking. Gets up, moves like this, bro. Like the clip I saw of it, somebody tweeted, Jamar Chase really wants their head coach fired because 0 effort, didn't try to help at all, gave up on the game. Why are you still even on the field? That is unacceptable. And the reason that I am so excited about how bad that looked is because Jamison Williams would never. Amon-Ra would never. The amount of people that are upset that J-Mo didn't get them enough fantasy points this week because he had 2 catches for like 40 yards. That dude was blocking his ass off the entire game, bro. All the way down the field. He's looking for someone. That is Dan Campbell football. That's what he has everyone doing. Like they're blocking until the whistle is blown. And so just Jamar Chase, that's enough. That's enough. I think the Bengals are cooked. I think their season's cooked. I think their coach gets fired. Their GM might get fired for not putting no line behind Burrow. That's a absolute shit show, even if Burrow was still there. Okay. Touchback. Giants play calling. Speaking of coaches getting fired soon.
Get him out.
That play calling, like we talked about already, Chris, you talked about just throw the ball up to neighbors, but like just the play design awful. I mean, Scadabo's the only one who did any Scadabo anyway.
Scadabo.
Only one who
they call him CTE Scadabo, bro, because he ends every play just head first. Like,
dude, I love that guy. I love watching him.
CTE Scadabo, dude.
I loved watching him at Arizona State. I love the way he plays. He was the only bright spot in that entire offense that entire day.
Yeah.
And so just bad play calling. Like you got the Chiefs, who the Giants were able to slow them down a little bit, hold them to field goals. Bucker missed one, and you just don't even make it a game.
Right.
It wasn't even fun to watch. At halftime, some people were like, it's kind of close. And it really just wasn't ever close. And I just thought the play calling was abysmal. We're going to play a game, and this game makes me a little anxious. It makes me a little nervous because we all have lately, besides Ty on the Eagles, we have all lately prided ourselves on how we don't like to trash other teams. We don't.
No.
Like we like to be objective. We can say good things about the Panthers and good things about the Giants and good things about, other bad teams without saying they're awful or bashing the fans or being offensive.
Yep.
But this game is one of my most fun games to play as well, and it gets the chat going, and the chat can play along as well. This game, we played it a lot last year and the year before with Kurt Benkert. It's contenders or pretenders.
And by the way, we need to get Kurt on next week. He wants to be on. Sorry. Keep going.
Oh, sweet. Did he text you?
Yeah, we've been chatting. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah, we'll bring Kurt Benkert back for an episode for sure. So contenders, pretenders. All right. Here we go. Seattle Seahawks.
Contenders.
Contenders.
I'm going to say contenders.
Yeah.
I'm going to say contenders. I was really, my only question mark on them going into the season was Sam Darnold.
Same.
I still don't know what he can do as the season progresses.
Really?
And
Mine
as
was the
games start to
offensive
matter.
line.
Well, Chris, but
sure.
it was both though, right? Like it was hand in hand, right? It was He's going for one of the greatest offensive lines, and with he had like on average he was throwing at 4 seconds, like after the snap, which is like holding on to the ball way too long. But he also had all the time in the world, and then so going there with that weak offensive line and knowing that he's not great under pressure. I mean, dude, he's like they're killing it. So.
Right, their defense looks, dude. They look like. Do you guys remember like back? What was their nickname when they had what's his name?
I know you're trying. I can't think of it.
John, come on.
Who?
What was their nickname? That defense.
Who's?
Seattle.
Legion of Boom.
Legion of Boom, dude. The Legion, like, they look like they're coming back to the Legion of Boom on defense, which is, if you're a Seahawks fan, that's so exciting.
100%. Okay, the Arizona Cardinals, contenders or pretenders?
Pretenders.
Contenders, boys.
No,
miss me.
pretenders.
Hey, miss me.
Contenders.
I've seen enough. I've seen enough of Kyler Murray, man. He's not it.
He's not it. He's a mid-tier quarterback, 15, 16 overall in the NFL. But I think I'm going to say contenders.
No,
I'm going to say contenders. And I think we're going to learn a lot on Thursday night. Why? Because their defense is playing better than I thought they would. They've taken the steps forward I thought they needed to take, and the offense is not going to regress from last year. It's going to be
I'm going to
the
literally
same or
bet
better.
my bank on the Seahawks.
It's going to be the same. I might too. I might bet on the Seahawks too this week. I might pick the Seahawks. I'm just saying I think the Cardinals have looked good in spots and looked bad in spots, and I just think there's no way Kyler Murray is going to be a bottom 10 QB most of the season, and Marvin Harrison isn't going to drop wide open catches.
They
He's
almost
just
lost
not.
to the Saints, and they almost lost.
The Packers lost to the Browns. You don't think the Packers are bad?
Dude, they just lost to Mac Jones.
They should have won that game. They really should have won that game.
That's not how the NFL works.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I understand, but they should have won that game. Like, it's very different when you get beat 52-21 or when you lose close and you have your best
Most
receiver
games
drop
in the NFL are close, John.
I'm telling you right now,
the reason
Cardinals are
that's
contenders. You can
why
disagree all you want, but if they beat Seattle, you guys are both going to be kissing my ass next week.
No,
I will never kiss your
we'll
ass
see.
because that's
We'll see.
God
You know what?
You are
down there, but
I might do it on stream.
You both thought I was crazy for Browns plus 8.5. You both picked the Ravens to beat the Lions.
Yeah.
That's not true. I bet on the Lions though.
But I do that, John.
That was
John,
I
do that to hedge. I do that to hedge my happiness.
Facts.
Oh, okay. All right. We're gonna find out. There's a reason Vegas has that spread at 1 and 1.5.
Yeah, it's because they're idiots.
They're wrong. I love you, Tyler.
Okay.
I love you
John,
so much. Ty, this is a Patriots vibe from the Dolphins game.
Come on,
Patriots vibe.
100%. And then also, John, by the way, you say that, right? And it makes it look like you have this incredible argument. Oh, the Vegas is Vegas had the Commanders at -3.5 because Mariota was in, and they won by 14, and they should have won by more. So
okay. I just want to remind you guys both that you both laughed at me when I said the Jags were going to win last week too.
They shouldn't have won last week.
But they did. That's not how the NFL works, Ty.
I mean, I'm just waiting.
And the Jags are going to beat the Niners too.
I'm waiting. But here's the thing. I'm okay. All right.
Here we go. The Colts, Indianapolis Colts, 3-0. Contenders or pretenders?
Contenders.
Say it again.
The Colts.
Contenders.
Yeah, contenders for sure. The win against the Broncos was massive. Now that's a game they should have lost because of the 15-yard freaking dumb leverage penalty, like legitimately, and the kick was not good. However, they won it, and Danny Dimes was incredibly coached and prepped for that blitz rate from the Broncos. I brought that up last week in the show. So I think that they're methodical. They're in a really good spot, and Danny Dimes is dominating, and their offense is cooking.
Okay, let me ask you. Let me just
guys.
add this.
Can we just have this conversation real quick? Because I do think they're contenders.
Yeah.
Is Daniel Jones for real?
I mean, as you say that, Jeremy goes, I refuse to believe in Danny Dimes.
0.4 EPA. 0.4 EPA. Read an article. Like, you guys know that coach speak where it's like, first one in the gym, last one to leave. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about? Like,
right.
Yeah.
So they say that about Danny Dimes, and then they email his and then they ask his teammates. Taylor's like, yeah, he's always late for team dinner. He's late for team dinner on Thursday night because he's going over the playbook. Like, so like, dude, kind of sounds like he's locked.
I mean, dude, there's nothing better than a revenge arc. You know what I mean? You've been a bum labeled trash your entire Giants career. Literally, like there was never flashes of Daniel Jones and the Giants, right? It was always
Yeah,
like,
there
oh
was.
God, no, there wasn't.
He took them to the playoffs. He took them to the playoffs.
Okay.
There were
I think they were
flashes.
9
There
and
were
8.
flashes.
Yeah, okay.
They beat
but
the
yeah.
Vikings in the playoffs, and the Vikings had a home game.
Oh, me so no think that matter, okay? Because now here he is on the Colts, and he's looking good, dude. And like, there's just nothing like when you're written off. And
I
then
do
you
love that.
dominate, bro.
I
I
do
don't know.
love
You know
that.
what I mean? Like, dude, yes, bro. And
Let's
it's
remember.
a thing.
Let's remember partially why Danny Dimes started to look bad in New York.
Okay.
You remember the wide receiver that Matthew Stafford made look really, really good?
Yeah,
And then
Kenny
the Giants
Galladay.
were like, ooh, we
Kenny
could have him
Galladay.
on our team. And then they get Kenny, and he had no separation. And Danny Dimes doesn't have Stafford's arm. So Kenny Galladay, he's their wide receiver 2, did nothing for the Giants. He maybe had 10 catches. He was awful. Like Danny Dimes is just set up to fail, dude. I am not a full believer in him yet. Like I'm just not, but I have never thought it was his fault. I've never thought it was his fault.
I'll say right now, I think one of the things that pushes, because remember, guys, contenders just means like, do you think that they like can make a little playoff run? And I think the fact that the Texans are 0-3, like you have to take the Colts seriously. They're in command of that division.
Let me ask you this. So you guys both said contenders. I will also say contenders, but I want to know if your answer changes. They beat the Dolphins, who we all know are really bad. Beat a Broncos team that is struggling right now, but they won. Close game, 29-28. And then they obviously just beat the Titans. Big matchup against the Rams. Let's say they lose to the Rams. And I don't care how they lose. Let's just say they lose to the Rams. Okay. Let's say they beat the Raiders. So that puts them at 4-1.
Raiders.
Let's say they lose to the Cardinals and the Chargers and go 4-3. Are they still contenders at 4-3 to you if that shakes down?
I think I still like them as contenders. They got to beat Arizona. To me, they got to beat Arizona for me to consider them contenders.
100%. Yeah, let's see how they.
I'm cool.
I mean, again,
John, if they lose, well, who's the other game? If they lose to the Rams and if they lose to
the Chargers.
If they lose to the Rams and they lose to the Chargers, I'm not gonna be worried. But if they lose to the Cardinals, they're out of my contenders list.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, just like literally the Packers losing to the Browns dropped them out of my top 5.
Yeah, and for the sake of contender for us guys, we're not talking like Super Bowl winners. We're talking about winning a playoff game or 2.
Right.
Contending the rest of the year. For instance, the Cincinnati Bengals are no longer contenders.
Correct.
Okay?
They weren't even. John, they are so far away. You didn't even put them on the list. I appreciated that.
Yeah, I did not. All right, next up, Minnesota Vikings. Contenders or pretenders?
I'm gonna give them.
I have a star next to 2. I have a star next to 2 names, John.
Oh.
And one of the teams I have a star next to is the Vikings. I have them in pretenders. Okay. Because Carson Wentz had to make 3 throws on Sunday. So if I can see them beat a team where they don't just do what their defense just did and score multiple touchdowns with their defense, then I'm willing to move them. So I have a star, but right now I'm putting them at pretenders.
Yeah, I like that. I was just about to say contenders, but Chris, yeah, I completely agree. After what you just said.
Like I haven't seen enough from JJ or Carson Wentz to push me over to contenders right now.
First off, we haven't seen anything from JJ that would put them at contender, except for 1 quarter, and you don't win in 1 quarter. So,
their defense is nasty,
and I'll say right now they'd be in contenders if they still had Sam Darnold, and I wouldn't even think twice.
For sure, respect.
I'm going to say because I think the Packers and the Lions are going to beat them again this year, I'm going to go pretenders.
It's a tough one, though. That was a good one, John.
Unless JJ can come back healthy.
Yes.
And
if that offense starts looking like that, yep, I'm with you on that.
All right. The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pretenders.
2-1.
Agree.
Oh, my God. This stat. Yeah. Okay, ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
John, the last 4 years, I'm willing to start. I'm willing to do a thing. Okay. Do you know what the average turnover margin in the last 4 years is?
What?
0. Right? Because so many teams are negative and so many teams are positive. So, of course, the average is 0. You know what the Pittsburgh Steelers are? plus 66. It might,
In
you
the
know
last
what? It
4
might
years?
hold up. It might even be worse. It might even be better than that. One sec. Let me find the exact stat.
Are you?
He's saying I think that they're up in the turnover margin plus 66 in the last 4 years. I think that's what he's saying.
Hold up, it might
So,
be worse.
in the-
Oh, nope. So ready? So sorry. EPA from turnovers is the national average is 0. Over the last 4 years, the Pittsburgh Steelers are plus 161. The Steelers are the luckiest team in the NFL. Full stop. Full stop. The Steelers are the luckiest team.
They're a good defense.
They're lucky though. Like they're pretenders. They're always 9-8 pretenders. I'm done with them until they get a quarterback.
Facts.
Aaron Rodgers is 6-0 against the NFC North since he left Green Bay.
Yeah. So I just want to say, John.
So you're telling me they go 3-1 and beat the Vikings? You're not putting them at contenders?
No,
I don't
John.
think they beat the Vikings.
They should have lost to the Patriots, and they got 5 turnovers and won by 7. They've got 5 turnovers, 2 in the end zone, and won by 7.
This is another one of those games, JB, right? That I can give you guys. So, Patriots 26 first downs, Steelers 17. Passing yards, Patriots 250. Aaron Rodgers 139. Rushing yards, Patriots 120. Steelers 64.
And they won.
Fourth down efficiency, Patriots 4 for 5. Patriots had an 80% fourth down conversion rate. Steelers went 0 for 0. Steelers didn't even go for it on fourth down once. And they won that game. And here's the thing, though. 5 sacks on the Patriots. That didn't help. The Steelers punted the ball 4 times.
Yeah, John,
that's
against
terrible.
the Patriots defense. Dude, miss me with that. They're pretenders.
Interesting.
That's a good one. I'm
John,
with you,
the
CB.
4th place
That's a good one.
team in
I'm gonna-
EPA
I'm
is
gonna
plus 88. The Steelers are plus 161.
I'm gonna say pretenders, but starting 3-1, it'll be tough to call them that next week if they beat the Vikings.
We'll see. What will we?
By the way, so yeah, I mentioned the fact. So did Matt and KC. But didn't the Vikings beat Aaron Rodgers last year
And the Jets? I don't know if they played the Jets.
in London? I think they did in London. Vikings, Jets, 20. Yeah, Vikings won 23-17.
Yeah, who said they didn't?
I mean, I've seen it all over social media. All over social media from like McAfee accounts saying that Rodgers is undefeated against the NFC North. So maybe Rodgers got hurt that game. No, he had 3 picks and 2 tutties, threw 54 times. No, he played. I remember watching him. I was buying new shoes. He did play. He was 29 of 54 for 244, 2 tutties, and 3 picks.
Mm.
So maybe he's 5-1 or 6-1. Either way, it'll be fun this weekend. All right. Jaguars, contenders or pretenders?
Pretenders.
Contenders in that they're competing for the division this year. Contenders. Duval.
But I will say this: I always used to blame Trevor Lawrence, and he has the worst negative EPA per drop back because of his wide receivers in the NFL. And I used to blame Lawrence, but he's not getting any help this year. I think the best hands on the team this year is Brendan Strange, their tight end.
What does contender mean to me? A chance to win the division and win a playoff game. That's what it means to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say pretenders. I just got to see. I want to see them put together a complete game on offense and defense.
They're about to be 3-1.
Chris, that is exactly what I'm talking about. There's a clean way to win games, right? Right. There's a consistent, clean game where there's no turnovers and there's no drop balls and there's no several punts and their defense plays great. Dude, the Jaguars have not looked good all year.
Exactly.
And they didn't look good last year either, to be completely honest. So I would like to just see a nice, consistent, clean game. Also, get literally perfect example, chat, right? The Lions against the Ravens. I mean, it's just that is a textbook juggernaut game. Great defense, incredible sacks, great plays, offense, great plays, no turnovers.
No turnovers. Offense. Yep.
Right, no missed kicks. beautiful execution, fourth down play, like just a beautifully played game against a great team.
We've
That's
seen
what I like to
we
see. I
saw
wanna see
Cohen we
one of
saw
those.
Cohen do it last year with the Bucks. So like I have to believe the Jaguars are capable of it, so I want to see it.
Yeah, I'm saying contenders, and I think they're going to beat the Niners, and they'll be 3-1.
I love Ty. Well said, dude. Gassing
Thank
you
you,
up
bro.
tonight.
All right, how about the Denver Broncos? Bo Nix, I think, is rated the worst QB in the league right now.
Yeah, they are
I'm
my
gonna
other
go-
star. I have them pretenders,
I am at pretenders too right now, dude.
but I have an asterisk next to them as well.
So I'm winning 13 games before the season
I
starts.
know, and I have them at pretenders because Bo Nix looks awful.
It's Bo for show. It's Bo, yo.
Yeah, John, I just like, and their defense is. They should have beat the Colts. They should have beat the Chargers, right? It comes down to these plays, and like, it comes down to these plays, and you're a pretender when you don't have a dude that can make the throw. Like, the reason the Chargers are contenders is because when everything is on the line and you need a throw, Herbert can make that throw. Lamar Jackson can make that throw. Jordan Love can make that throw. Goff can make that throw. Right? Like, these guys can make that throw. Then you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
That throw, whatever that throw is.
I do. Bo Nix and Drake May, and these guys are guys I was like, I just haven't seen enough yet.
Drake May can make that throw.
I love how much you love him. I'm going to say pretenders until Bo starts playing better, but I do think he can play better. I think I think he's got a nice schedule.
Dude, they have such a
coming
good
up here.
team.
So-
They have such a good team.
Their defense is so fun to watch. Their defense is nasty.
Yeah.
They were all over Herbert. All right, and since we did the Broncos, we have to do the Chiefs. Last one, Chiefs, contenders,
Oh,
pretenders.
Man. Dude, Patrick
I didn't put
Mahomes.
this one on the outline.
It's contenders.
Contenders.
Yep,
You got
contenders.
Mahomes.
Getting Worthy
We got-
back. Rice coming back soon.
Mahomes, if anything, nothing is
So
more
right.
nothing is more
Really?
Mahomes. And if you have not seen this, you need to look it up. Nothing is more Mahomes. Like, nothing describes the 2025 Chiefs better than the play where Pacheco messes up, ignores the ball, Mahomes threw it behind the line of scrimmage. Some guy scoops the ball up, and then Mahomes goes and knocks the ball out of his hands and takes the ball back. Like,
He's a dog, bro.
there is no better metaphor for what a player means to a team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chris Collinsworth gassed him up, and the amount of people that were like, "Bro, only Chris Collinsworth can glaze a backwards pass, fumble, like, and
But
make
it's-
it a good thing."
But isn't that
And
like
now that's why Mahomes. I mean, he throws the ball and turns it over, and then he goes and gets the ball.
yeah, like that is
or
but that is like their season. Like, it all rides on him, and I still say they're contenders because I believe in him.
right into the
yeah,
hands.
It's contenders until they're not.
And I do want to
Yeah,
see what that
100%.
offense looks like with Jalen Royals, with Xavier Worthy, with Rashee Rice. Like, I think things are going to get better in Kansas City.
And by the way, guys, the only reason we didn't put the Lions on there, we didn't put the Packers on there, we didn't put the Bucks on there, the Bills, because those are obvious,
Yep,
right?
exactly.
Bucks are 3-0. The only one that we had on there that was 3-0 was the Colts for contenders, pretenders. All right, let's do our top 5 power rankings. We do this every single week.
Wait, you said I
You see
hate
some
you
movement
hated
every
the
week?
order I go in. What order do you want me to go? You want me to do one first?
Yeah, do one first.
Okay, so you hate when I go 5 first. That's what you hate?
I don't hate it. Let's just go one first. I don't hate it, Chris.
Let me start you guys off.
Go ahead.
The,
All right,
the
Ty's got his power rankings.
I do. The Eagles are going to go up to me to my number 1. I'm right there with JB. Let's put the Kings back up there. They're the Super Bowl champs, and that comeback against the Rams shows what their offense is actually capable of when they throw the ball with intention. So Eagles are up there number 1 for me. We're gonna go Bills right underneath them, number 2, because they obviously didn't win the Super Bowl last year. I got Lions at 3, boys. I got the Lions all the way up there at 3. I just do.
That was a
All
great
the
game.
way up.
That was a great
I'm
Monday
telling
night
you.
game for the Lions.
Dude, I'm so serious. I'm so for real here, dude. The offensive line was one of our biggest issues against Green Bay, and then we go up against the Ravens, and the offensive line had one of the greatest games they've had of the season. And dude, it's just, I love it. So I got the Lions at 3. Give me the Chargers at 4, because the Chargers are just winning great games and they're looking really, really good. I put the Bucks there, but again, the Chargers. I think the Chargers are a little bit cleaner. And then I'm gonna go Packers at 5. So I still got the Packers up there.
Same.
But they lost. But they lost to the Browns, and there's a cold day in hell before I put the Lions behind the Packers after losing to the Browns. So
Yep. Nice tie.
Yeah.
I'm with you there. I think we have one difference. So I got the Bills at number 1. The Buffalo Bills. I think, dude, Josh Allen's got the crown this year, man. They have such an easy schedule. They're going to get a play. They're going to get a bye. They're going to get a first-round bye after beating the Ravens. And the Ravens lost to the Lions. Like, I literally think the Bills, again, I know nothing is in stone, but I have a really strong feeling they're going to win the AFC. Bills number 1, Eagles number 2. Right behind them, both 3-0 teams. Chargers at number 3. The Chargers are also undefeated, got to be respected. Herbert's playing out of his mind. Quinton Johnston looks revived. Keenan Allen looks great. They have Lab McConkey. And Omarion Hampton had a breakout game, the rookie against Denver. So, yeah, Chargers 3, Lions 4. Beating the Ravens the way they beat the Ravens, they're back in the top 5. It felt, guys, it felt so bad to keep the Lions. If you guys don't know, the Lions have not been in either of our top 5 the last 2 weeks. Welcome back, Detroit Lions.
Yeah, none of our top 5 last few weeks.
You're at 4 for me, and then I'm with you, Ty. The Packers lose to an away game to a great Browns defense. You know, they had some offensive line injuries. I still think the Packers deserve to be in the top 5.
Yep.
I just want to say, rest in peace. He's not dead. He's just lonely right now. To Toxic Jolt, who has not even made an appearance tonight in the sports show. He's the number 1 chatter every single time. His Ravens got manhandled by the Lions. His Bears got blown out 52-21. He was talking 7 straight months of shit to me and Ty and anyone who would listen in the stream about how the Lions were awful and they're going to fall off and the Bears are going to win the North and the Ravens are going undefeated. We love you, Toxic, if you're watching. I'm so sorry. Okay? I'm so sorry. I'm going to go Eagles at 1. And that's just because they won the Super Bowl and they just, what a comeback win, bro. Like, I was looking at the score at halftime. I was like, oh, wow, Rams are going to win. Like, that, I kind of thought that would happen. I picked them.
Yep. I was all over
And the Eagles just went and did it. Give me the Bills at 2. I'm with you, Chris. I think to win the AFC. Although I'll do, all of a sudden, I'm really excited to watch a healthy Chargers defense. If they can get healthier as the year goes on against the Bills offense, that'd be fun in the playoffs. We can get that matchup. So give me the Bills at 2. Give me the Lions at 3. I have the Lions at 3, and here's why. Because I told you guys I think they have the best roster on paper before the season started. I still believe that their O-line was awful against the Packers, and they just weren't ready for that game. They came out since then, and Goff is number 2 like overall in almost every single quarterback stat. Is the O-line looks elite. It's not even like they improved the O-line. The O-line went from like really, really bad week 1 to like top 5. And their defense, I think, is just nasty. So give me the Lions at 3. Give me the Chargers at 4.
Okay.
The Chargers at 4. And then it was really, really tough for me between like Bucks, Packers, Rams, and Colts. But I'm putting the Colts at number 5 right now, dude. Until like, and the reason I'm doing that is because Jonathan Taylor is running the ball like I have not seen a running. I mean, like we just saw what Monty and Gibbs did on Monday night.
Taylor looks good.
Taylor was breaking like 6 tackles, bro. It was like Jerome Bettis stuff.
Yeah,
just people bouncing off of him all the time.
Like 3 years ago,
wild.
Taylor.
Yeah, I'm nervous for his health for this year because I don't know how you could just keep running that hard and not get hurt. But he's been RB1 to watch for me so far this year. So I'll put the Colts there at 5. And real quick, the Packers are in trouble. For the Packer fans out there, they've got 3 starting offensive linemen missing. They haven't been able to run the ball, even against the Lions week 1. Jacobs is not doing well so far this year from a fantasy perspective or just from an offense perspective in general. And Golden isn't getting going yet. So Jordan Love played his worst game of the season against a really good Browns defense. The Packers got to get right on offense.
He stepped out of bounds on what could have been a 96-yard touchdown on Sunday.
For sure. And in comes a perfect team to give the Packers offense some a spark. And the
Golden's coming out party, Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, it really could be. It really could be. So I think the Packers are going to be just fine, but they got to stay healthy for sure. That O-line being banged up is kind of crazy. Huge news.
I got great news.
Huge news. Russell Wilson gets benched. The Giants don't have a great O-line, and they're going to put a rookie QB in. Not sure actually how I feel about that. I honestly would have put maybe Jameson and just the season's done anyway. What are you going to do?
Dable's playing for his job now. He's got to prove his number one pick is worth his weight in gold.
So my question to you is, where does Russell Wilson end up?
You think he's going to leave?
Do you think they trade? Do you think they trade him? Got a bunch of guys that need a QB. I mean, Cincinnati could use a bridge maybe. He's better than Browning. He's for sure better than Browning. Maybe not by a lot right now, but you tell me.
If you have a quarterback,
a backup?
Like if you have a quarterback in your system that you trust, right? So like I could see it for Minnesota. I think he'd fit better in Minnesota than in Cincy.
Guys, here's a guy whose reputation right now, and not even his reputation. This guy, dude, Russell, I feel for you if you're watching this, and I know you're not, and I know this won't even. You'll never see this, but this guy has been benched not once but twice. He got benched last year, and he's benched this year. 3 weeks in, this guy's ego has been nuked. He's been blown up. And no matter where he ends up, he won't even play well. Probably,
dude. He's moonballing. He's moonballing intermediate throws, John.
It's bad.
No, trust me. I know. I still think he's better than Browning. Like I think if you had Russell Wilson in that game instead of Browning, they don't lose the way they did to the Vikings. Multiple defensive touchdowns is crazy.
Yeah, the ball just doesn't leave his hands.
Right, dude. I don't care, John. Let me put it this way. I do not care.
My prediction is he stays and backs up and then retires after the year.
Sure. Yeah, I don't care.
Just wondering if you guys had a hot take on where he might end up if he gets traded.
No, yeah, I have no hot takes. For my own eyeballs, I don't want to see him again. So,
yeah, man.
He's going to Cancun.
Yep, get him out. Russell, we love you, man. Stay healthy. Retire.
All right, it is time. It is time for our game by game picks.
Here we go, baby.
We'll look at the spreads. At the very end of going through every single game, we will do a segment brought to you by Underdog where we each share a three-play pick that you guys can decide who's you like better. If you want to tail one, you can use code Blevins Bros. Play 5, get $50 matched on Underdog. Exclamation point Underdog in my chat and in Ty's chat. I just pulled up the wrong thing. I don't want fantasy rankings.
I got great news. We're extending arts and crafts by 4 hours today.
All right, we're going to start with Thursday Night Football.
Division
game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thursday night, as Jeremy said. By the way, Jeremy, proud of Detroit, big writer for the Detroit Lions, recently just said, guys, don't be so confident in Seattle. It's a division game. Thursday, short rest. Cardinals at home. Could be anyone's game. Seattle Seahawks are -1.5. I believe the Cardinals were -1.5 to start. That is true. Over under opened at 44.5, is now at 43.5. What are your thoughts on the Seahawks Cardinals?
Give me the Seahawks -1.5. I'm gonna tease it to 4.5.
Same.
Wow.
Same. I already listen to me. I was staring at this spread the moment it opened, +1. I'm like, dude.
Wait, Seahawks +1?
The Seahawks were +1. I was like, I'm gonna crush this.
Oh, how'd I miss that?
I was like, I'm gonna wait. And I was like, I'm gonna wait. You know, I'll wait until the game's closer before I put the bet in. And the next morning, I wake up, I'm on the stream, someone asks about the game, I look at it, they're -1. Dude, I look back down, literally like 30 seconds later, -1.5. I'm like, enough. I slammed it. I took Seahawks -1.5 before it got any worse. John, this game is it'll be a little bit closer, maybe for a minute. But this game is not even, dude, this is going to be Seattle all day. It's going to be Seattle all day. Sam Darnold's going to drop dimes. Dude, if the quarterbacks aren't even close. They're not even close, dude. It's not even close. Seattle, like, let me break it. Let me break it down.
Dude, I saw Kyler Murray turn his back to the defense on a scramble.
What are we doing? See, John, the Seahawks beat the Saints 44-13. They had their third string quarterback in, getting some reps. John, that's how badly they annihilated the Saints. The Cardinals almost lost to the Saints
in the fourth quarter.
And then they almost lost to the Panthers.
And then they
Jonathan.
got more injured after that.
And then they put up 15 points and lose to the Niners with a backup quarterback, Mac Jones. Bosa got out in the second quarter.
Yep.
Okay. They don't have their best tight end.
And here comes the
And the
Seahawks defense on a short week to prep. Give me the team. Like on these Thursday night games, I tend to lean toward the team with the better defense. Dude, give me the Hawks all day.
It's not even going to be close.
And twice on
Yeah.
Sundays.
Twice on Sundays, dude. Facts. Talk to me, John. Because I know you want to talk about why you think the Cardinals are going to do so good.
Give me Cardinals.
You're
Give me the
out of your
Cardinals. Give me the Cardinals.
mind. Are you seriously going to take them?
Yeah, give me the Cardinals.
Good.
I'm taking the Cardinals, and I just think they're going to win the game.
Explain
Right,
your
I think-
reasoning besides Kyler Murray go fast Burr.
That's 50% of the reasoning.
He's not
I
a
think
good quarterback, dude.
I think Benson's going to do well. I think McBride could have 150 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That's crazy.
That assumes that they get in the red zone twice.
They might not have to. They might not have to. I think the Cardinals are going to win this game.
Have you
I do.
watched the Cardinals
I do
play
when their
football
defense-
this year, John?
I've watched them all. I've watched every single game from
Then
them. That's why I
what
like
is
them,
giving you
because-
this
because I
confidence
like-
now against the best defense they played this year?
I told you earlier. Their defense is playing out of their mind, better than I thought they would. I think their offense is only going to play better as the year goes on. That's my reasoning. I don't think their offense is bad. I think they're going to be just fine. They're at home.
Dude, I'm going to be
They're
texting
in a
you this
division
whole
game.
game.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
not only am I taking the Cardinals, I'm hammering the Cardinals.
I
Okay.
love that.
Probably
Chat,
2 or 3
Chat,
units.
I just want you guys to know his confidence is completely unwarranted.
It's unwarranted.
That's fine. Give me the Cardinals.
All right.
I know
James
Connor's
Conner's
out.
out.
I
Yeah,
love
fine.
Benson. I love Benson.
You're out of your
I said
mind.
that. I said Benson.
I'm not saying,
I
and
didn't
I'm
say
not
Connor.
saying the Cardinals can't win, guys. I'm saying I'm all Seahawks. I think they win by at least a field goal, and I think John looks like an absolute moron after this game.
Let's do it. Detroit does lots of stuff for us, Mossy. All right, let's go. Minnesota in what is that? Dublin.
Yes, 8:30,
Dublin.
8:30 game.
Minnesota minus 2.5 Sunday morning. Yep, 8:30 a.m. Central Time, 9:30 Eastern. Vikings are minus 2.5 against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm on Vikings and
Yeah.
I'm on their spread.
Yeah, I don't know about the spread because I just don't trust Carson Wentz yet. He didn't have to do much at all against the who they just demolish.
The Bengals, Chris.
Yeah, he didn't have to do much against the Bengals, so I'd like to see him. TJ Watt can wreck a game.
He
So again, I think the Vikings win, but I'm not touching the spread.
Yeah.
I will not be betting on this game. I'll be in church, so I won't even be watching. I'll watch a little bit. I'll watch a little bit of it, but I won't. I don't like to bet on things I can't watch. So not touching this game, but give me the Vikings, and I'm cheering for the Steelers. One time, Aaron Rodgers. One time. All right, Saints at the Bills.
Oh my
It's not even a
God.
question. This is all Bills all the way.
Let me just double check what this is right now because
Guys,
ESPN
is this a
saying-
trap game?
I mean, it's a lot of points. Right now, ESPN is saying Bills are minus 15.5. Let me pull it up. Yep, minus
James
15.5.
Conner,
right,
not James
hold up.
Conner. Sorry, James
Chris.
Cook. What?
I was gonna say, make this make sense to me, dude. The Seahawks just beat the Saints at home. Seahawks are at home, 44-13, 31 points. Do we not think that the Bills can beat them this bad? Or are they not going to try to beat them this bad? I guess is my
Right.
question, right? Like
That's just what, dude. They take the gas off.
they do. I feel like they do take the gas off for sure.
James Cook is running. Like, I know we've given Taylor his flowers because he's playing amazing, but James Cook looks like the best running back in the NFL right now.
Yeah, I'll probably take. This
beast.
is another game where I did this last week against the Dolphins because I thought that they were just going to be up by a lot the entire time. They were just going to be running. This is another James Cook ladder. I like his line against the Dolphins was like 63 yards. It is 76.5 against the Saints. So,
His
like, I'd
usage
probably,
is
like,
1,000 times better than last year.
Mhm.
Like, they're using Ray Davis less this year.
yes. Yep. So I'll probably take his over, but I don't think I'll touch the spread. I might think about touching the spread. No, I won't touch.
I will not
But
be
if I-
touching this game.
Gun to my head.
Dude,
Bills
Spencer
minus 15.5.
Rattler has looked like fine.
Yeah.
I just want to keep saying that.
Yep.
I'm gonna go. I'm not betting on this game, but if I did, I would take the Saints plus 15.5.
It's crazy.
It's just a lot of points. That's a lot of points. I took the Dolphins plus the points that hit against the Bills. So it's
Parity
just
in
a
the
ton of
NFL
points
is a thing for sure. Weird things
Well,
happen.
yeah, and just don't you gotta backdoor covers. Don't forget about backdoor covers, right? They happen all the time. College football, college basketball, everything.
Dude,
and
think about
all
the
of a
Eagles
sudden
game.
The Bills are up. Right.
that
all of
Eagles
a sudden,
game, dude,
Bills are up 3.
diabolical.
Dude, plus
If
3.5
the Bills have 3
was
touchdowns.
a slam for the Rams. And they're about to either lose the game by 1 and cover or win the game. And it gets blocked and returned for a touchdown, and the Eagles cover.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So I'm not touching that game because 15.5 points is too much, and I don't like the Saints. But give me the Bills to win. All right, Chargers minus 6.5 against the Giants.
Give me the Chargers minus 6.5.
Yeah.
Actually,
This is one of my favorite plays of the week.
what?
Chargers minus 6.5 against the Giants.
Yeah, with that rookie
You gonna go
quarterback.
Jackson Dart. What if
Dude,
he
the
has
Chargers.
So they're
defense-
home.
The Chargers defense is playing out of their minds.
Yeah, you want your rookie to start at home. Like you want him to start in a non-hostile environment. Yeah, I like the Chargers and I like minus 6.5.
Don't even want to watch that one. So, by the way, so far of the games we've talked about, the only one I even want to watch besides Thursday night is the Vikings Steelers. Now it's early, so I'll only watch the first half.
Right.
Right.
All right, let's see if we can find one we do want to watch. Commanders minus 2.5 against the Falcons. That's at noon.
Is Jaden's he's practicing but limited, I think is what I saw.
Give me Washington, even if it's Mariota. Facts. No printer.
Yeah.
Yeah. After
Yeah,
that week,
I'll go Commanders.
I gotta go Commanders, dude.
Gosh, bro.
So you can say Falcons don't go 4-0 until they do, right? Like they should be 1-2 right now, right? But they're not.
Well, they already beat the Vikings.
Right. So that. Yeah.
Oh
Exactly.
my gosh,
no.
what am I looking at?
So what? They're 1-2. They're not going to go 1. Yeah. They're dude. This
Yeah.
is a terrible. No. They 100% can lose this game. They're already 1-2, so they can easily go 1-3. What are you talking about?
I like the
Come on.
Commanders here, even if Mariota plays.
Don't sleep on my goat, bro. Mariota covered 17. Spread was minus 3.5. Beat Oakland by 17. What did I tell you guys, bro? I said that was the easiest money to be made in the world against that team.
Oakland, man, only offensive line that looks worse than the Texans. They're so close though. At least Geno looks good.
I'm gonna pick the Falcons to win this game. I'm not betting it. Not touching it. Not betting it. But I give me the Falcons.
That's fair.
Why?
22-6 again because dude, the Vikings defense is very, very good.
So you're just
I
saying
think
this
it's
Carolina
not.
game was just a bad game?
Yeah, I think it was just a really, really bad game. Like, get it together. Like, they're not putting up 0 again. And they're like, come on.
Yeah.
If Jaden Daniels is playing, give me the Commanders, 100%. But if it is Mariota, I would take Atlanta.
Give me the Commanders.
But I'm not betting it. No shot am I betting that game.
Okay.
Not including it in anything. This is a game that I can't wait to watch at noon. This is the one I'll have on the screen when the Lions are in commercial. Eagles minus 3.5, Buccaneers.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Give me the Eagles minus 3.5.
I think this Eagles defense is going to be too much for the banged up offensive line of Tampa. Like, I think this is where their luck kind of runs out a little bit. Yeah, give me the Eagles, but I think it's a close game.
So you don't like a minus 3.5?
I'll
No.
take a minus 3.5.
No, because
I like the minus 3.5.
I feel like the Bucks are always in it in the fourth. The Bucks could do something crazy, steal it. They could steal it in the last minute. I just
I'd
like the
keep it
Eagles to.
down.
I like the Eagles to win. That's it. If I had to pick a spread, I'd go Tampa plus 3.5.
Is Godwin playing this week?
He practiced in full
is.
today.
He is expected to play.
But
So they
Evans is
lost
out, and they're
Evans.
missing 3 of their starting offensive linemen against this Philly front.
Gosh.
Although
Oh my
Wirfs
gosh,
might.
bro.
Was Wirfs limited today? I don't know if Wirfs is coming back.
I love Bucky Irving. I love Ibuka. I don't know how long it's going to take Godwin to be 100%. You know what I mean? Like,
You
to
know
be
how-
an impact player.
You know how like once every 5 or 6 games, Baker just has like a Baker game?
Mm-hmm.
Like I just feel like this might be a game where he kind of gets off his rhythm, and then the Bucks like rebound really strong after this game, but I think they lose this one.
Yeah, for sure. I feel you.
Give me the Eagles, but I don't like -3.5. I may actually bet the Buccaneers +3.5.
Yeah, why are we not? Yeah, okay.
What?
Why are we not putting our entire house on the Bears beating the Raiders this week?
Oh, I think the Bears are gonna. I think the Bears are gonna go into their bye 2-2.
Because I do too, but because the Raiders can score points against the Bears.
Yeah. No.
They can. No, they
No.
can't.
No.
It's the Gen coming out party. We're gonna get to that game.
No.
We're gonna get to that game. Right now, it's
did
Cleveland.
not.
Cleveland versus Detroit. Detroit -8.5.
Give me the Detroit
Actually,
minus
that
8.5.
moved. Hold on, that moved. Let me go
I don't
check
like
again.
that spread at all. Give me the Lions.
Lions are now -10.
That's going to be a huge test for our offensive line. I'm going to say Lions, but give me the Browns +10.
I got great news, Chris. We beat bad teams and we beat them big. Okay. Give me the Lions -9.
I mean, I think Flacco's
Give
going to have
me-
a rough day at the office.
Give me Lions -10. This game, I think, Chris, is going to look a lot like the Lions Titans last year,
Yep.
where we're just cruising, man. Just cruising. We're going to have to get the ball out quick because their D line's very, very good. And I think we will. We got the guys to do it. I think if you have Jameson Williams, I think it's a must start game for him. St. Brown, of course, always. Gibbs, I think, is going to have his most receiving yards of the year this week. Monty's been catching the ball, by the way. Have you noticed that? The Lions OC, he's throwing the ball to Monty too. Like,
Yeah,
even
Monty
more
got,
than Ben
Monty
Johnson
got a lot of
did.
catches last year.
Not like this year, bro. Not through. I'd be curious to see through 4 weeks last year and this year. I'd say this year he probably has more. I mean, like you don't know what they're gonna do with either one when they're in. It's awesome. Gibbs run up the middle. Monty runs up the middle. He was just an awesome running back this past week. But give me the. I think the Lions win like something like 30-13, something like that.
Wow.
I love that.
Yeah. I might tease the Lions to -20.
I think 13 is too many points.
You think 13 is too many points? That's fair.
I do.
Miles
yeah,
Garrett
give me
was
Lions. Okay, so
screaming
not bad.
Jordan Love's name.
No, that wasn't Miles Garrett. That was his.
That was his
that
own
was his-
lineman, Chris.
That was his own lineman. Jordan, run!
Jordan Love, run!
Jordan Love, run! That was literally his own offensive lineman was
Yeah, he
yelling
got
that he
beat.
missed the block. Yeah.
He got beat, and he's literally screaming Jordan run. It was awesome.
Yeah, I just think Goff is. I just think our offensive line is gonna. It does. You can say we look great against the Ravens, who were banged up on their defensive front. They were banged up. So our offensive line has a huge test this weekend, and I'm not taking that spread. Give me the Lions to win, though.
Okay. Let's go Panthers, Patriots. Patriots are -5.5.
Yeah, I think this
Dude,
is a
give me-
Patriots.
Give me the Panthers all day long, +5.5. All day long, dude. All day. That's too many points for the Panthers.
Yeah, I do think that the Patriots
Come on,
win.
Vi.
I think the Patriots win this game. I'm not touching the spread at all. I'm not touching. I thought the Patriots. So I picked the Steelers to beat the Patriots, not because I don't trust the Patriots, but because I was just like, their defense is good enough. I didn't expect them to get 5 turnovers and need all 5 to win. So give me the Patriots against this Panthers team.
Yep.
Minus the points.
No, I'm not touching the spread. I really like
Ty?
T-Mac. I love T-Mac this week in fantasy.
Give me the Patriots to win, and if I gun to my head, I'd take Panthers spread.
Ty, this disappoints me, bro, because there's not a better game for you to get all jacked
I'm off
up
it. I'm
for
off
Bryce Young
I'm
to
off it.
just go out there and be
I'm
who
off it.
you thought he was for 8 weeks last year, bro. It's time.
I've woken up, dude.
Give me the Panthers money line.
This
Good
is the
for you, man.
Hey, this is the Matrix, and he sees it now.
Yeah.
Give
I
me the
see it,
Panthers
dude.
money line. We'll be betting it.
I was excited.
be
about the
setting you the
Panthers.
slip.
I'm just so realistic ever since I
Dude, I
started
love
taking the
John's
sport a
hate
little bit more
for the
serious.
Panthers. There's nothing better than John's hate for Drake May.
I just don't. I haven't seen it yet, Chris.
You don't
This
watch
is the
him.
week he can show me because he's boring.
He's not. He's
Mm.
dude. He made
He's
some
not. He's
amazing
boring.
throws against Pittsburgh. Like he was fun to
I
watch.
was told Stephon Diggs was going to be our wide receiver 1, potential top 10 fantasy wide
Yeah,
receiver.
He's not even.
Where
getting
are
them-
they?
He's not even getting a bunch of snaps.
Gosh,
playing-
I think I'm going to hammer. I think I'm going to hammer the Panthers money line.
Hunter Henry
Oh my God.
had 2 touchdowns. Man, he's gonna get 6 against the Panthers.
That was crazy. I actually had him benched.
Facts, no printer.
Okay, so by the way, where's the Panthers love in the chat? Come on, baby.
Not
All
a
right,
lot of them.
Titans, Texans. The Texans. I don't know if a
Oh
team
my-
has ever started. I don't know if a team's ever started 0-3 and then was a 6.5 point favorite.
Right.
I don't know if it's ever happened. I doubt it.
Tennessee Titans +7.
I think it's just
Dude.
because it has to just be because the defense and because Cam Ward has struggled to start.
This is a game where this is a game where I would comfortably put a unit on the Titans money line.
So I don't want to steal
because-
I don't want to
because
steal one of
why-
my plays.
Because why not?
Do you guys
That's
want
all
to
I'm
know what
saying.
one of my plays is for the hashtag underdog parlay of the day for
Yeah,
me?
let's hear it.
So I'm not even sure if the Texans have been in the red zone 2 times in a game this year. But CJ Stroud's touchdowns this year are 0, 1, and 1, and his line is 1.5. And I am taking the under in my parlay.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that.
Dude, the Titans defense is fine. They're not great, but the Texans offense sucks.
Right.
So
Yep.
I'll be right back. I have to put $1,000 on the A's to beat the Astros. Tigers just got blown out.
Yeah, we're terrible, dude.
yeah, I hate this game. I'm gonna pick the Texans, but it makes me sick to my stomach. And guys, this is the team. Like, if you want to talk about a team to watch where you're just not excited about anything their offense is doing, the Texans. The run game is trash. The pass game is abysmal. Abysmal. Stroud has like less than a second and a half to throw, and even when he has time, it hasn't looked good. So yeah, this is like, give me the new toilet bowl for this week, and I'm going Texans because the defense.
Sure.
So you're taking the Texans.
I'm gonna take.
You're
I'm
not
gonna
taking them
ta-
minus 6.5.
No,
I'm
I'm not
taking the
touching that
Titans.
spread.
I'm taking the Texans because I just think I think they're gonna win. I'm taking the Titans +7 or 6.5, and I will be putting like $100, 125, so a unit on the Titans money line because why not? I feel like this could be a 7-7 game, won by field goal, right? Won by like a turnover, kind of like what happened to the Packers Browns. I mean, Tennessee gets a miracle and kicks.
By
and
the way,
kicks a field goal in the game.
Captain Rogers with an interesting little nugget from last year. Titans with Will Levis won last year against the Texans.
Yeah, this is a game. That's why I'm not touching minus 6.5.
Yep.
Me too. Give me the Titans.
So
Yeah,
I have
give
CJ
Ti-
Stroud
give
in
Titans a
Dynasty,
win.
guys. So I have him in Dynasty in my other league, and I've been paying very close attention. I've been watching every Texan snap, and
Not good.
not
right.
fun.
All right.
Yep,
we
I will
get
not.
it.
Hold on, I will not be betting that. By the way, but I would bet the Titans plus 6.5 for sure.
Yep.
All right, dude. Jacksonville Jaguars at the Niners. Niners are minus 3.5.
I
Ask
am
me if I'm betting
excited
on
for
the
this game. I'm
Really?
excited. Yeah, I'm excited for this game. I think of a lot of the games we've covered today. I think this one could be the most fun.
That's an interesting way to put it. I don't think there's been a single fun Niners game.
The Niners defense is playing better than I thought with all these young guys they have now, and Bosa's out now, so that definitely makes it more interesting on the Jaguars offense side. I just don't believe in. I gotta see it. Like I said, John, I want to see it from Jacksonville. I want to see him play a complete game against a potential playoff contender, even if they are injured. So I'm gonna take the 49ers here.
Same.
Give me the Jags. Yeah. I'm dead serious. Give me the Jags, dude. And let me say something. Bosa. Hurt,
Yeah.
right?
Towards
Okay.
ACL, bud.
I don't know if you guys heard, but Mac Jones, day to day with a knee injury.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy also hurt.
Yeah.
They shouldn't play either of them.
They were both
They
limited.
shouldn't play either. Both limited in practice. You don't want to lose Purdy for longer. You don't want to lose Mac Jones for longer. I don't even know who the third guy is. Purdy might be back. Give me the Jags to win this game, dude. I have not been impressed, and the Niners are so hurt. I love all the memes I'm seeing. It's really unfair and mean to CMC. All the memes about like him taking all of the energy from the rest of the team so he can stay healthy while everyone drops like flies around him.
Yeah,
That's
I
so
texted.
funny.
I texted that.
Yeah, you sent that. I've seen it all over TikTok and Twitter. Give me the Jags to win. They go 3-1 to start the season, and we're having a fun conversation next week.
Sure.
And by the way, this is nothing to do with like the Niners are just so banged up. If they were fully healthy, for me, it's a no-brainer. I'm taking the Niners, but I think the Jags have a lot to prove, and it's a big game for them. Go out and show the world, dude.
Fair.
Okay, 3-1. Colts, Rams. Rams minus 3.5.
Give me the Colts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tyler's taking the Colts.
I'm on this train, bro. I'm on this
Oh,
train.
my boy Matthew Stafford.
I'm on this train, bro. It don't stop. The fun don't stop. Give me the Colts. Give me plus 3.5.
Who's home?
Rams are home.
Rams are home, which really doesn't mean much.
But
in LA.
it means that it's not going to be that loud.
Right.
Give me the Colts.
Yeah, give me the Rams. Like, the Rams are. Did you guys watch this Eagles game?
I couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
I saw the highlights. And the
So
highlights.
until the fourth quarter, it was dominant. Corum was getting 5 yards a carry. Kyron Williams was getting 6 yards per carry. Stafford hit Devontae for a 40-yard touchdown. Him and Puka looked great on the intermediates. Dude, it's like the greatest show on turf again. Like what you guys remember that with Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt?
Marshall Falk.
Marshall Falk for the Rams. Like their offense looks electric, and their defense, they're a good havoc defense, right? They can cause like good pressure plays and splash plays. So give me the Rams, but I'm ready to believe in the Colts. I'm really ready. So I hope they play them tight.
Yeah, I hope they play them tight. I love Ty picking the Colts, going on a limb there. I do think the Rams win, but I don't love them minus 3.5. It's going to be a close game.
Yeah, dude, Taylor.
Give me the Rams to win, but I'm not betting it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. They have a matchup advantage against the Rams with Warren. I'm interested to see how they use Warren this week.
We got Bears minus 1.5
I'm going to nuke this.
against the Raiders. Raiders are at home.
I'm going to nuke this Bears win.
Yeah?
Gonna nuke it, dude.
Okay, can I ask you
probably
one
gonna be my-
question?
Yes.
Let's say they play Sunday. They play Sunday at noon. Cowboys Raiders. Who would you take?
Who's at home?
Raiders.
Well, let's
Say
do
Raiders.
Raiders.
I would take the Cowboys, I think. No. Well, this one's
Because the Bears just smacked the cow. So like that's kind of what I'm wondering. Who would you take? Raiders,
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Raiders, Cowboys. I mean, I would take the Cowboys to beat the Raiders.
So you think the Bears are gonna smack the Raiders?
I think the Bears are gonna annihilate this.
Because
team.
they just smacked.
Listen to me, dude. This team, dude, they got their confidence. They got their schwiggity schwo, dude. They got their schwiggity flow. I think they have a good defense. And I think that they are just going to be, I think that they're just, dude, Ben Johnson, I don't know, man. I think he's going to annihilate this team. I think he's going to annihilate him, bro. I'm going to put a lot of money on it.
I will say
I'm going to bet.
that flea flicker, 70-yard touchdown flea flicker. First off,
Yeah, it was
that
good.
was a freaking rocket from Caleb. But it was fun. It was fun. It was fun. It made me like I like winked at the TV when I saw that. I was like, "There's nothing better than Ben Johnson against the Cowboys, dude. He just gets their goat every year."
He does. Hey, notice how he didn't try that trick play against us because there's no way that he would have been able to throw the ball back to Caleb Williams. He'd already been on his ass.
Right. Yeah, it was just it was a funny play. Give me the Bears. Give me the Bears. I'm not as confident as Tyler, but he's selling me a little. He's selling me.
Give me the Bears, dude. This Raiders team is awful. They lost to a backup Mariota. Like, legitimately, think about that, right? Think about that. This team got blown out by the Commanders with Mariota. And now I know that Mariota is I think he's an incredible backup quarterback for this team. He knows that offense, and he's mobile. And I just give me the Bears, dude. I've never been more confident.
Yeah, someone in the chat goes, Raiders defense is better than the Cowboys. I disagree. Have you watched the Raiders defense? It looks like the Crosby show, and then nothing.
Right.
Nothing in the secondary, nothing in the linebacker level. They look awful.
Yep.
Dude, okay, my brain is all over the Bears here. Caleb Williams has gotten better every week so far. He had arguably his best performance as a QB this past week against the Cowboys. But I still really do not trust the Bears defense. And I think Genty can run the ball. And
he hasn't yet.
Jacoby Myers can do well. Brock Bowers could have a big game. This is one of those games where it's like, it's the NFL, man. Like, the Raiders can win this game. But I'm picking the Bears. I will not be betting on this one. I bet on the Bears to beat the Cowboys quite a bit, money line. It was a close spread. I will not be betting this game. I'm going to pick the Bears, but it would not surprise me if the Raiders find a way to win.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, you're talking me off nuking the Bears, but I still think they win.
Yeah, like, I will say this. I'm more confident in the Bears beating the Raiders than I am in the Seahawks beating the Cardinals.
That's crazy.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll go there. It's a divisional game. I'll go there.
Yeah. All right, this one is huge. It's a big game for both teams. The Ravens or the Chiefs.
-2.5 Ravens.
One of them are going to start 1-3.
-2.5 Ravens.
Tyler's all over the Ravens.
Yeah, I don't think the Chiefs have the firepower to even come close, man. Not right now. Not without. Oh, maybe Worthy's back. But man, they just look so bad besides Pat. Yeah, give me the Ravens, and I like -2.5.
Dude, Mitch goes, imagine that game ends in a tie. 1, 2, and 1. Both of them after the game.
God. I think that's worse.
I think I could point this.
There's just no way, dude. There's just no way.
I would
the
be
Chiefs
really
defense cannot stop Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. Like, they just can't. They're not going to.
Can the Ravens offense stop Hunt and Pacheco?
The Ravens defense.
Defense?
Yes.
They've looked awful, man.
Hunt and Pacheco are terrible. They're awful.
That whole, if you clock that whole offense in, I think it's the slowest offense in the NFL by miles per hour. Yeah, give me the Ravens and the field goal. I think they win by 2.5. I think they win by 3.
Yeah, Rice isn't back for another 3 weeks.
But Worthy's practicing.
Any news on any of the Ravens' injuries on defense yet?
Oh, like Abuke and I don't know if they're going to be back, or Van Noy. Yeah, I don't know.
And Van Noy.
But even then, I still think that the Ravens are just going to be too much.
Dude, if those guys are in, I'm probably hammering the Ravens -2.5.
Did you guys notice?
If they're not,
did you guys notice Kelsey's not blocking anymore?
I've not noticed.
I did notice that.
So like last year, he was a little beefier. They made fun of him, but he was blocking. This year, he's not really blocking anymore. And Orlovsky said something interesting about 12 personnel and tight ends that block, and like you can kind of tell who the good offenses are by the tight ends that block. And yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on the Ravens here.
Only thing Kelsey's blocking is Xavier.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying, dude?
Matabuke ruled out and might be out longer. Likely is back. Yeah, give me the Ravens. And it's nothing against the Chiefs, bro. I just think the Chiefs are gonna have to win a bunch of games once Worthy and Rice are back.
I'm gonna think, because like where I have the Chiefs right now, based on what I've seen, especially with that giant, like just everything has been hard.
Yep.
And I think I'm going to think completely differently about this team if they can beat the Ravens.
Let me say one last thing about the Ravens, dude. The thing that worries me about them is, like, I'm not a huge fan of Zay Flowers. I'm not a huge fan of Rashad Bateman. Obviously, I love Lamar Jackson. He's very good. I like Likely quite a bit, actually. Mark Andrews had a great game against us for the first half. And I love Derrick Henry. And by the way, his fumbles, like, 2 of them were, I mean, just demolished out of his hands. Like, what do you do? You know, like, I don't think he has a fumbling problem. I think he'll be fine. But dude, I'm just not like all in on them. They score so fast. Like they score so fast all the time. They have the most points in the league, I think, right now.
They're the opposite of the Chiefs.
And
they're incredibly explosive.
yeah, and then their defense is just on the field all game long. And like sometimes I feel like they need to stop scoring so fast, which sounds so dumb to say. But man, your defense is going to be tired, and especially when the Chiefs are they're going to try to do what the Lions did. They're going to try to run the ball. They're going to try to march down the field, chew clock, keep Lamar off the field. Again, I like the Ravens to win this game, but that's what worries me.
Give me the under.
Can the Ravens sustain a drive and keep an offense off the field?
Bro, give me the under.
It opened at 48.5. Now it's 49.5.
I like the under. Give me like I see like a 23-20, 24-20 Ravens. And by the way, that's generous for the Chiefs offense.
It's hard. It's hard to blow out the Chiefs, Ty. I think you bring up a good point because their defense is stout, especially in the red zone. And Mahomes can deke and dunk and take 10 minutes a drive.
Right. Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Right. Like that's exactly how I see this going. So I can see and it can end in a field goal. So like if I'm looking at the over under here out of this week, like there's one right there that is just screaming at me. Or you're giving me 49 points against a Chiefs offense that doesn't know how to score, and a Ravens on the road against, again, a Chiefs team that doesn't get blown out. It looks good to me.
Yeah, that's not a bad play, especially when it goes up from 48 to 49.
I like the Ravens.
All right, guys, a game I'm looking forward to. I so wish it was Ravens Chiefs Sunday night, or Eagles Bucks, or even Colts Rams. Heck, give me Jaguars Niners over this matchup. But I am excited to sit down and watch this one without having to watch any other games. Green Bay -6.5 at Dallas. The little reunion for Micah Parsons. He still owns his suite, by the way. He tried to sell it. No one bought it. He tried to give it away to the Packers D lineman that they traded for. He said no thanks. And so Micah Parsons packing his Dallas Cowboys suite with Packer fans in this game. Packers -6.5. What do you guys think?
Do you guys remember
the Packers -6.5?
Was it 2 years ago that they went into Dallas and Love just dismantled them in the playoffs?
Yeah, it was in the playoffs. They were up like 40 to like 7 or something at half.
Yeah, I think it's going to be worse. No CD Lamb. The Packers.
I'm obsessed.
Like the Packers offense should be able to get like this here. Like John, you mentioned the slow start for Jacobs. Like, give me a Jacobs coming out game. Give me a Golden coming out game. I think LaFleur is not going to let this Sunday night moment, he's going to have the guys fired up. And did you hear what Schottenheimer said, dude?
What?
He goes, we don't need CD Lamb or Micah Parsons to beat the Packers.
Did he actually say that?
It might have been the guard. Sorry, it might not have been Micah. It might have been their guard that's also injured. Their rookie. Their rookie right tackle is injured. It might have been him.
Quick side note before we fly through the Monday night games.
Dude, I don't know if they can beat the Packers with those guys.
Right. Did you guys? So Lane Kiffin, coach of Ole Miss, him and his daughter have had this very weird social media relationship for the last few years, where they like openly tweet about her relationships, and it's very, very weird. I literally like hope my daughter never gets social media by watching what they're doing. She just made it official this past week that she is dating the LSU star linebacker who Ole Miss is playing this week. Put it on Instagram, a picture with her and him, and they're playing Ole Miss. And Lane Kiffin quote tweeted the announcement and said something like, "Hammer the over." Coach of Ole Miss, in response to his daughter dating a linebacker that he's facing this week.
That's kind of
diabolical. Funny. Speaking of coaches saying something.
I think it's funny.
Anyway, so it's not true. I always bet on Sunday Night Football. So I'll be betting something in this game. It's probably going to be Cowboys plus 6.5, only because I will be watching this game with a level of hate watch that I have not been able to do yet this year for the Packers since week 1. I didn't get to watch them lose to the Browns. I would have loved to. I will be wearing my Dak Prescott jersey that I'm going to order after the stream, screaming, "Here we go," every single time the Cowboys are on offense, hoping that they upset the Green Bay Packers. The Lions can be alone in the NFC North at first place. But give me the Packers to win.
Yeah, give me the Packers.
Yep, Packers, and I don't think it's close.
All right, Jets, Dolphins. Dolphins are minus 2.5. Why would we not hammer the Jets here?
Yeah,
Don't care.
dude, I think this is going to be a fun game. Is that weird of me? I think these teams
Yeah.
are just bad enough for
it
this
could
to
be
be a
fun?
really fun Monday night game.
Then also, I like the over. 44.5. Jets just put up 29 or 28.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Oh, Fields is going to rush for 102 tutties, dude.
My biggest bet of the week might be Jets money line.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they have a good defense. And I really like Aaron Glenn. I think they get their first first win.
Yeah, I think this is
Really?
going to be a really good game, like a la Dolphins Bills. Think about how well they played the Bills. Like this
Yeah.
is not a team that's going to lie down. I actually think this will be a fun game to watch. Again, I'm saying from a football entertainment perspective, I think this is going to be a fun game.
For sure.
I think McDaniels gets fired by Tuesday.
I think that's a little overblown. Give me the Jets though. I like that. That's one of my upset picks this week.
All right. And then we got Bengals, Broncos minus
Wait,
7.5.
what did Ty say? I didn't hear Ty.
I don't know, man. Actually, I'm looking at. I'm gonna go with Jets. Give me Glenn. Give me Aaron Glenn.
Okay, let's do it. All on the Jets. Sorry, Dolphins fans. Bengals at Broncos minus 7.5.
Yeah, this is a get right game for J.K. Dobbins. I think R.J. Harvey gets his first touchdown.
Give me Broncos. Give me minus 7.5.
I will say this. I don't think that the Bengals are as bad as they showed against Minnesota. So I'm not sure about the spread, but give me the Broncos.
Yeah, it's too many points. This is a game where I'm gonna watch. I'll be a coach in football during the first Monday night game for the first half. I'll get home. I'm hoping that Cincy scores quick and goes up 7-0, so that I can just bet a lot on the Broncos money line and not have to touch the spread. That's how I hope that game goes. But give me the Broncos to win.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is time for our segment presented by Underdog. I'll type it in for you here. Sign up with code Blevins Bros and play $5 to get $50 in bonus funds. Click that link right there if you want to. We are each going to share a 3-pick play that we made, some hires, lowers for you here. And you can decide, tell us in chat whose you like better when we're all done. And if you end up telling us, let us know on social media. We'll be posting a clip of this as well. Chris, why don't you start, then Ty, then I'll go last here.
All right. So I'm going to start with our Thursday night game because I like Payne. This guy's really coming into his own, and I think that he has a little matchup advantage against this Arizona secondary. Torrey Horton on the Seattle Seahawks is their rookie who scored 2 touchdowns last week. One of them was a return. And give me him higher than 21.5 receiving yards. I really like that play. So that's Horton for Seattle. All right. Then you guys are going to want to scroll over to I already said I was going to do this, so this is kind of the one I foreshadowed a little bit. To that Tennessee-Houston game, and C.J. Stroud's passing touchdowns are set at 1.5, and give me lower than 1.5. He has not had more than 1. He had 0 in one game. And yeah, they look awful. So that's where my head's at right now. And then this one's a little bit of a gamble. So if you like gambling, but I'm just confident, man. Trayvon Henderson, rookie for the Patriots, is taking, again, it could mean nothing. But Stevenson fumbled twice. Gibson fumbled once. And he's taking first-team reps in practice. And his line is set at 37.5 rushing yards against the Carolina Panthers. Underdog, give me higher. So that is Travion Henderson on the Patriots higher than 37.5 rushing yards. That is CJ Stroud under 1.5 touchdowns. And that is Horton, the rookie wide receiver for Seattle, over higher, 21.5 receiving yards.
All right, so that's Chris's. Ty? Oh, you're muted.
All right, I also have a little bit of a juicer here. So I got a little action going on tomorrow. Give me Jackson Smith and Jigba higher 84.5 receiving yards, dude. I think he's gonna slice him and dice him up, dude. Sam Darnold just absolutely is crushing it with him. So give a little action on Thursday. I like Trey McBride double 2 Thursdays. Trey McBride lower than 1 touchdown. He ain't getting in there, dude.
Dude,
Wow.
Look at Ty's all in here.
He's not getting in there, dude. And then here's my absolute juicer. My juicer magooser for this Packers Cowboys game. Give me Jake Ferguson over 5.5, higher 5.5 receptions. This man had like 12 receptions last week. And that was with CD was like he was still in a little bit, trying to be in and then got out. And then all the receptions just went to Jake. Love Ferguson's receptions here. They check down to him. They throw it to him all the time. He's Dak Prescott's comfort throw. I absolutely love that.
All right, so far, before I share mine, guys, so far, who's do you like better between Chris and Ty's 3 pick plays for underdog here? Chris or Ty? And I'll share mine here in a second.
Don't worry, guys. It's not gonna. I won't feel bad. I promise. Wow, one per.
We got a Chris, we got a Tyler being the safe one. We got a couple of Ties now coming in here. It was a little brotherly competition. We're gonna share the results next week before we make our next picks.
I tailed you, Ty. I tailed you, Ty. I just put less on it.
I tailed you, Chris. Fast forward next week, guys. We all lost.
Yeah, guys.
Not a single leg hit.
This is what I like to call a juicer McGooser. You know what I mean?
JB.
Oh God,
a little bit of juice.
John hasn't hit a single leg, by the way.
That's not true. I have hit so many, just not in this one. All right, here we go. Give me Kyler Murray, dude, running the ball all over the field. Right now, his rushing yards are at 28.5. Give me higher than 28.5 rushing yards for Kyler Murray. He can get it in 1. And so let's just get it in 10.
Ty.
Give me Jordan Mason. Give me Jordan Mason. 81.5 yards is a lot. Give me Jordan Mason for the Minnesota Vikings in Dublin, lower than 81.5 rushing yards.
Okay.
A lot of rushing yards. Not easy to get 80 plus in a game. And then give me James Cook, who Ty earlier said one of the most fun running backs to watch this season. Give me James Cook higher. I thought you did too.
I did say that. I love the way Yes, I did basically say that as well.
Give me James Cook higher than 0.5 of a rushing or reception touchdown. I think James Cook gets in the end zone. So it's Kyler Murray higher than 28.5 rushing yards, Jordan Mason lower than 81.5 rushing yards, and James Cook higher than a 0.5 rushing or receiving touchdown.
I like that.
Who we got? Like who we got? Which bro do you got?
I actually really like yours, Sean.
Bearded Fatty, Chris, or Uncle Ninja?
Dude, it's these lines are great. So, John, I like yours. I think Mason could go over that rushing total. I just think that's kind of what the Vikings are going to want to do. But I like all your guys'. I like both of yours.
Dude, how about Chris? How about her saying, I got Chris low key. I have the same bet already.
Seriously?
Wow.
I mean, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just and guys, you'll learn that about me. John and Ty don't always love my I kind of love the hidden gems going higher than people think.
Ty Algier higher than 15
yards. But my other ones have all hit this year. Week one, I was like Trey Benson. Week 1, I was like Trey Benson over 20 yards, and he had 60.
Yep. Yep. All right. Are we picking our spreads before we go?
Yeah, we are. We're going to do that right now. By the way, guys, that segment there brought to you by Underdog. New customers play 5, get $50 in bonus bets. Use code Blevins Bros if you register. If you do, let us know in the stream. I'll be on tomorrow. You can let us know if you use our code. And we'll check back on that next week for sure. All right, let's do our one leg each. Gosh, the Tigers are now plus 425 to win the division. They were plus 125 today.
Give me Green Bay minus 6.5.
No, don't make me bet that, dude.
He doesn't want to bet that.
Come on. Come on,
You're
please give me
so
anything else.
boring.
Don't give me the Vikings or the Packers winning. I just can't bet it because it hurts.
You're boring. You know that, dude? You are boring. Give me the Bears plus 1.
All right, I like it. That hurts less for some reason. Because we beat them 52-21.
Don, give me the Chargers minus 6.5 against that rookie.
Love that, Chris.
Chris is on the Chargers.
Love that.
By a tutty.
I'm getting him at minus 6. So.
Oh, nice. John,
Guys,
what do
give
you
me the
like?
Cardinals. No.
No.
John, you're so.
I'm kidding. All right, dude. Let's go with. Yeah, I'm doing it, man. Come on, boys. Give me the Panthers plus 5.5. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points, dude.
All right, John.
Come on.
Hope this
Come on,
isn't the
dude.
week that Drake may upsets you.
Come on, dude. Panthers plus 5.5.
You're making me bet on that, man. That's.
I tell you, you're gonna love it. You're gonna be reminded during that game when they're up 3 and the Patriots are driving. You're gonna be like, dude, this is what the team I love. You're gonna fall back in love with the Panthers.
All right,
you were their hope. You were their lighthouse, bro, and the light went out.
What happened,
Yeah,
man?
that is
The
true.
Light's out.
Light did go out.
Light's gone, bro. Doesn't exist.
The light went out. Hey guys, real quick before we go here, Nas wants to know any time to talk waiver wire options for fantasy. Any quick thoughts on that?
Yeah, sure, dude. I mean, it depends on your league. There's so many good guys on the wire. The rookie on the Titans, Alamanere, is a nice little stash. Rookie running backs that people have dropped. Woody Marks, Jaden Blue, but Bashal Tootin on the Jaguars, he's getting more run. A lot of good finds, man. Fannin, if no one's picked up Fannin, the Browns tight end, he's running a route on like 60% of snaps.
In leagues where guys aren't paying attention, Juwan Johnson.
Are you in our Discord? Can you ask him if he's in our Discord, John?
If you're not in our Discord, go ahead and check out the Blood Bros Sports Show Discord. Andre will link that if he's still awake.
And if you type in the Gen chat and just kind of let me know some of your options, I will absolutely talk waiver wire with you in the Discord.
Bend Over says, I'm looking jacked, dog. It's because I've lost 30 pounds.
Have you really lost 30 pounds?
I've lost 30 pounds for my heaviest. I'm down 5 more in the last 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, but then he found it again, Ty, in the cheese.
Yeah, I found it in my... Just kidding. Okay, guys, W show.
Love you, boys.
Dude, love you guys too. So sad we didn't get to watch that Monday night win together, but hopefully we can get together soon. We'll be texting. I've got some fun college football plays too. I'll share tomorrow with the chat. Some good games Thursday and Friday in college football, and then Saturday slate is crazy.
Yeah, there's some top tier talent playing each other this week.
And we get the Ryder Cup this weekend. Go USA. USA all day long. Hey, love you boys. Great show.
Love you guys.
We'll see you soon. Shout out Underdog. Thank you. Use code Blevins Bros. We'll see you guys next Wednesday, 7:30. Hope your team wins.
And as always,
Good luck, guys.
take care of each other.
Go Cardinals.